And we are live! Hello and welcome everybody to the Root Winter Tournament 2023 Round 1 Game 16. My name is of course Guerric. This is Lily.
Hello.
Our players today are Cryo.
Hello.
Kelton Black.
Hi.
Arcanum.
Hi, everybody.
And ArkhamChaos.
Hello.
Thank you so much, everyone. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck and have fun. I will let you get started.
Alrighty. So, gonna go ahead and
Block
select
Woodland
the map.
Alliance out. Block Woodland Alliance out. Block Woodland Alliance
It's
out.
like,
God, dude.
Make a interesting faction mix even more interesting.
Block Woodland Alliance out. Block Woodland Alliance out.
this is gonna be a weird game, everyone. This is gonna be a weird game.
If no one picks cats until the very end, Cryo's stuck with cats, and we've officially locked Woodland Alliance out of the draft. And
Yep.
I want it. I want it so bad. I just registered who Arcanum was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm tired, guys.
We're friends with Arcanum.
If anyone's gonna pick cats or it's sports,
This is a heck of a setup.
cats are actually pretty good in this case.
No, lock Woodland Alliance out.
But Big Map is kind of cursed.
Lake Map is definitely cursed.
It's this faction mix is a little cursed. Lake Map can be a little cursed. Put them together.
Probably.
Two curses makes a non-curse?
No. That just makes like an ultra curse.
Dang. I tried.
I'll be Vagabond.
Vagabond.
Okay.
Cool. So it's a
where's
ranger.
let's see.
Give me a second to set up.
You just grab the setup card from over
Oh
here.
yeah, let me grab that.
I'm slightly
There we go.
askew, aren't I? Is that better?
Let's see.
And
Does
let's do this.
That looks good.
that look good?
Nope, you lost
Oh,
it. I guess it's fine now
spawn in
too.
any forest. Where's my pawn?
All right, Lake.
We got a ranger.
Lake
hanging
Map
out
is
somewhere.
This is actually a little bit of a surprising pick because Lake Map is not great for the Vagabond.
Where the ranger is. Or am I
He's in the bag.
Yeah.
It'll be in the bag there.
Yeah, in this
You just gotta
3D
keep pulling
printed.
for it.
Gotta dig for him.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
That's the ranger.
He's so cute with a little eye,
Cool.
scar on his eye.
Typically, people start here, occasionally here.
There or the one on the right side between.
This one?
No, even south. That one.
This one? Yeah, that is adjacent to 10 and 12 ruins.
And then you can start at 12 and then work your way back to the easier ones that are more close to each other.
Yeah.
I guess what we'll do.
I'm guessing T or Hammer or both in starting hand.
Vibe over.
I can't see any other reason to pick Vagabond 4th seat
Here.
on Lake Map.
Actually, yeah, here.
Look at us. This was not scripted.
And,
Cheers.
or here for fun. And then let's see. We're going to shuffle the quest deck and draw 3 quests.
Ooh, remembering the quest deck.
Getting all my camera angles set up immediately. Look at that.
Giving a speech. Doing some guard duty. Giving a different speech.
Cool. And
Ooh.
then we're going
Rough
to
quests.
Uh,
All requiring torch
arms,
and
attack,
2 requiring
and then
tea.
the relationship markers, which I do later.
Disgusting.
That's really bad. That's really bad.
Okay, on to me. Perfect.
Now we're on to Arcanum for faction pick. There's only one acceptable one.
The lake is essentially the same as the river, right? Like, so for the otters, they would just set up
That is true.
into those spots.
Yes.
It has to be the spots with the dock. So, like, this isn't lake, but these 4 are.
These 4.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah.
1, 10, 11, 12.
Let's see.
One's yellow here. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I remembered it being counterclockwise. DJ thing, thank you for the 100
We'll
bits.
try the river folk.
They're making it a habit.
They are.
Here.
All right, we've got the river folk.
All right. Not
think that's a good choice.
Yeah, not super surprising.
That's good.
Because cats are
Otters and
guaranteed.
lizards and cats are both good customers.
Lizards are good customers. Yeah, exactly what they're
Lizards
saying
are
in game.
great customers, assuming that we don't go Marquise to cat and then Woodland Alliance. But I don't really feel like we're gonna get a Woodland Alliance. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
We'll see. Another thing I was going to mention is otters are one of the factions that are less hurt by going later in turn order. So
So I think we'll put them.
they're a good pick in like 4th or 3rd seat.
That's true. That's true. Especially if they can get any potential buys on
Turn 0.
turn 1
2 here.
before turn 0 for them, but turn 1 for everybody else.
Yes.
And the other one.
Oh, we're splitting up the otter ball.
Oh, spicy.
So that should be 4 in that case.
Is that?
You have a double stat.
Yeah, I was going to say that guy's either a really fat otter or
The fattest otter.
Trevor's.
Butterflies.
I want a meeple faction now where all of them are just different thicknesses.
Actually, depending on your printings of various expansions, the Riverfolk meeples are all thinner than base game meeples. And that might be true for... They might be thinner than the other expansions as well. I can't recall.
Starved otters? Puppies, no!
Yeah, your hand is revealed, and
Yep.
we're allowed to talk about what you want to set your prices at, if people are going to buy first round, etc.
Is true. Also, gotta be careful to set your services now. If you're not first seat, you know that it actually matters for the other players.
Yeah. We've got lizards and cats. So okay, so let's do. Okay, so let's do pricing.
Show your hand. Show me your hand. Oh no.
Well, no. This is turn 0. So
Well, I want to see the hand first before I accept one card.
Cards.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I also want to see the cards, but
Propaganda Bureau,
Oh, wow.
coins, bag. Keep going. Another bag.
How many items?
Rabbit Partisans. This is not a 1-cost hand. This is at least a 2-cost hand, depending on what we get rid of.
Prices cards. I think I'm all set, right?
what a hand indeed.
I think so.
Do not leave it at a hand cost of
Warriors,
1.
Phoenix Box.
But in general, the principle is okay for turn 0 because it's just adding on to the 3 you already have.
Oh, I 100% I agree with you
Yeah.
on that, but
I
that
was just
hand is
finishing
just
that.
good.
Like Guerric said, it's scripted.
I was just finishing that thought.
Okay,
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
so I think it's my turn to set up.
Cats are a lizard cult, and if you pick lizard cult, you force cats.
Yep.
Come on.
Marquise.
No!
Okay.
It's available now.
My dream might be dead.
It's available now.
My dream.
Okay.
That's actually huge that Wood Alliance is available.
It is, and I'm sad because I'm
So it's been a
worried
bit since
that
I've
lizards
done
won't get picked, and
ad
they
set.
should be because they're delightful.
I am going to take.
Kelton is a little loud compared to the others. I'm going to turn them down.
Let me just double check. Okay, yes, otters don't have homelands.
That makes Kelton too quiet. Let me know, guys.
These 3
Chat.
as my homeland clear.
Guys and gals.
Makes sense.
So I'm.
Do otters have a homeland clearing?
Put
Nope.
I didn't think they did, but I wanted to check.
Yeah, no, that's actually one of their quirks.
2,
Why are these? Oh, okay. They're just.
2.
That part of the mod is so helpful for cat
It's
setup.
very helpful, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So we've got the 2 cats.
Are we
Right,
seeing-
incident noisemaker. That's the funny thing about setting price at 1. I would buy that as Wooden Alliance. That's worth going down a warrior permanently, you know?
For Propaganda Bureau? Yeah.
Right.
But do you get rid of it seeing Woodland Alliance go in? To not let them have it.
Yeah, maybe Otters drafted away.
You could draft it out.
Yeah.
And then-
So Cat's clearly going for the Mouse Dom.
Clearly. That is the sensible reading of this.
Yeah, three mouse clearings for your homelands. Both have 2 building slots base, plus 2 per 2 ruins if the Vagabond chooses to get rid of those.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and put the keep here in clearing 5.
I like seeing the keep kept off the river, not gonna lie.
Sawmill workshop
Don't
recruit.
want to make it vulnerable to those otter balls.
Oh, that is not the right color scheme for Ranger.
I cannot see that.
That is less visible, not more visible. So I think that transforms Ranger from a wolf to a coyote or something. All right, we're getting better.
Here.
Coyote. I've always liked that pronunciation of coyote. It's gonna easily mouse Tom. I've watched Tom and Jerry. I know how these things go. Oh wow, we haven't had spam in a while.
We had one at the beginning of the tournament, but because I was watching, I banned it without you noticing.
Ah.
That's everything.
It's a wonderful name, though.
Let's set up.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Snap pick wooden, right? Right?
Go with Woodland Alliance here.
Yeah.
Boo!
Do I need to draw my supporters manually from the deck? I know Ultimate Mod populates them, but I don't
I
see.
believe you do.
Okay. Let me grab
Manually.
the second
Yep.
card. Okay. Yep. Okay. Draw 3 cards. Add them to supporters face down.
And my precious lizard cult goes into the box of shame in the bottom right corner. That was your hint.
What?
Box of shame in the bottom left corner.
Box of shame in the bottom left corner. What a good. Sorry, I noticed I had a Discord notification. I was checking that while you were speaking.
I was trying to give you a hint, but it didn't work. So I'm
No,
just
that was
bludgeoning
a
over the head
killer
with it.
hint. I'm just a moron.
Good to draft it.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
When the hint doesn't work, it's time for a bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Two.
I'm gonna
These
do
two.
that.
I hope we don't see another
Cool. I didn't.
Woodland Alliance win
And then
today, but we
Otter
might.
is- What is?
Nothing against Cryo for choosing it. I have a thing against seeing the same faction win twice in one day.
I think the real crime is that there's no owl to celebrate the superb owl.
I cannot hear you over them. I'm so sorry.
I mean, our cats. What are you gonna buy from them? Are you gonna buy from them?
Here,
I
try now.
probably
Let's let him talk.
Yes. I would just encourage keeping a mouse card if you don't mind.
He wants to overwork.
Okay,
Standard cat opening. Yes.
I'll discard this.
Okay, we are discarding Propaganda Bureau to keep it out of the Woodland Alliance's hands.
Very smart.
At least for now.
Yeah.
I feel like Rabbit Partisans is funny. Because it's like, unless it's a base, since it Woodland Alliance base and Rabbit Partisans, it's not gonna be that crazy.
I am happy not to see the duchy.
Yeah.
It's just not here. I'd get rid of Rabbit Partisans. Just keep all the craftables.
All items in play here.
I was saying that it's sad we don't have an owl faction in some form to celebrate the superb owl today.
Go face
Oh.
down on the top.
Sure.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
All right, everyone ready? Start game.
Yeah.
So dumb.
All right.
So you wanted the adventurer, not the ranger.
The adventurer or the eerie going commander.
Okay. So
I'm also bummed we didn't see a lizard's pick.
no revolt. Gonna
Aw.
spread sympathy. Going to do so. Twice, 3 times. Let's do it 3 times. Gonna use
What if
them
you
all.
didn't spread sympathy?
Yeah, just sit here, do nothing.
That could be like a great idea.
All right, so not starting near any of the cat stuff.
Actually, so yeah, we're going to go down the left. This is what I've typically seen.
Spread into those 3.
Oh, going to 10.
That scores me 2 points.
Honestly, I still don't hate it.
Mobilize, I will add.
I mean, there's not many people who are gonna come bother you if you're off in your own little corner.
No, yeah.
No evening actions because I have no officers.
What for daylight? Do we mobilize our entire hand?
Pass.
We
We kept
mobilized
one.
all but one. Okay.
Yeah, we kept one card.
Okay.
Wood at my sawmill.
Oopsie, wrong person.
It's gonna
Uh,
be martial law. The
Oh, sorry. In birdsong still before I leave.
There's gonna be it's
Actually, before wood.
martial law is going to be difficult.
I would like to buy from the Riverfolk.
Ooh.
I will go ahead and
Commerce.
purchase.
Capitalism for the win.
It's 1 warrior for you, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Here.
Maybe that's what it is. We've seen less Woodland Alliance, and so the Woodland Alliance clock hasn't been there to keep the game short this year.
That's true.
Place
That's
that could be a
true.
possibility.
my 1 wood. And
One Wendigo.
we're in daylight.
No.
I'm not going to do any crafting right now. So
No mouse crafts, no tea.
my 3 actions. So
I am going to
see.
say just early on that it's going to be very difficult to control Woodland Alliance with martial law. So this spread is
Yes,
gonna
I know
be
that setting
very
up
good.
martial law is going to be really important, and it's pretty much exclusively going to fall on me.
Yeah, I can help like wipe out the
Yes,
stuff.
I know
but-
you're good. You're good.
So Pat,
for
The Woodland Alliance was locked in
an early game.
the
so
draft until cats were picked,
it's nice.
and cats were picked second. To my chagrin.
Side.
I was hoping we
Yeah,
would just like force them out of the
in the
draft.
best interests of the table, I'm going to keep an eye on that. So
Finishing my thought from earlier, typically, Wooden Alliance success on this map has depended upon controlling 8 and 7, which are the two huge choke points. So if you can get a base on 7,
done.
you're golden. And if you can just like base on 3 or control 8, you're typically doing well as well. So this side of the map,
Here, I'll spend my 1 wood.
and see cats are getting in there and trying to block it and putting a recruiter. Yeah,
Love it.
they know exactly what they're doing.
Clearing 7.
Love it.
Scores me a point. I will go ahead and use my second action to overwork. So I'll use the coins and put wood here in the sawmill.
Yeah, 276 would have been good. 283 would have been good. 728 would have been good. 10 is the one that I'm leery of.
Pull the sawmill here in clearing 1.
Okay.
Don't love that doubling up, especially on a river clearing that the otters could just go eat.
I think 4 would have been a better choice.
I'm going to. Oh, and
Or 6. I like 6.
for that second
6 is
building.
also good.
Oh, man.
I think it just depends on cards in hand.
Cracker.
If we have more bunny cards, I'd rather have seen a bunny.
Yeah, we do have to.
Fox cards, I would have seen it in a fox.
Yeah.
Mouse cards, we already have it in a mouse, so we don't really need another mouse.
So I'll discard boat builders and I'll take an extra action and I will go ahead and recruit. So
That could have been big for cats. Boat builders can be huge for their game on lake map.
It's true.
Because it lets you build across the lake.
I feel like it's probably a little bit less here because we have so much control over this map. There's not a lot of
And I know there's some
contention for.
caution against Woodland Alliance.
There's not a lot, but could it...
Not a lot of martial law, but let's also remember that cats have pretty much free real estate on the entire board for building too.
No one else cares about buildings.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be tough. So Woodland Alliance, if you want to like help stop cats, the best way to do that is like feed the otters, which means sacrificing some of your potential, which I know is hard to do.
Ooh, that you're asking a lot of me there.
I am, but like look at the
Throwing
factions we
one of
have.
My 10 warriors.
Well, look at the factions we
mean,
have, right? How do we
If I
stop
get
cats
some
otherwise?
sort of guarantee that they're coming back soon, you know, maybe, but I'm pretty hard pressed to give up any of my 10 warriors, you know.
I mean, that's completely fair. I only brought that up just because in order to stop the cats from having free real estate, it requires like table sacrifice. And I would make the same
No,
sacrifice
you're right.
as well. Yeah.
No, you're correct. I mean, I'll consider it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Spice.
The cats here. I think.
Uh,
Okay, so for me, okay, so
I am loving the spice of this table.
This is going to be really interesting.
there's no protectionism, no dividends.
I will state for the record. Actually, I wish Arcanum's done because he's very
so I was
soft
gonna
spoken.
get just a quick rule check in terms of the trade post. So
Yep.
if I'm spending to, let's say, if 11 here, the cats rule 11, right? In this case,
yes, they will
Mhm.
allow.
so I would have to spend 2 cat tokens to build the trade post. There.
Yes.
Okay, got
Yes.
it. Yep. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I will. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 otters to build a trade post on the other side.
On 12, okay.
I'll throw a warrior there,
Nope,
No,
not from
no,
your funds.
Not from your funds!
a bunny one.
Oh no.
2 points.
Oh, Arcanum. No. No.
And then I think,
And that's really bad because, like,
let's see where people.
the Otters game is all about squeezing as much value out of every individual fund as you can. So, like, losing a fund turn 1 is worse than losing it turn 2, which is worse than losing it turn 3. You know?
Put that otter back. I will state for the record, otters are the only faction at this table that do not have a win. I am rooting for otters.
I'm also rooting for Otters, but
They're making it hard.
they're not going to get it like this.
Or
Yes, there's a
Yes,
little
at the
red
bottom of your board.
Oh, right,
tab
got it.
at the bottom of your board.
Yep, great, thank you.
Boink.
I'll draw that. Okay, and then We go into evening.
For Arcanum.
Put it in your hand.
Let's keep things cheap for now.
Xander, yeah.
Let's be cautious about leaving them at 1 for yourself and for everyone, you know, because if someone buys at 1, you're getting less than your protectionism, right? So if you want to be able to like be on the board from here out, you're going to need at least 2, 3 service
fair.
cost.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
The card you draw should also go into your
I don't
hand.
think we're in the mood to sabotage otters in this case.
Okay, that's fair. Let me put it at 2. Yeah. I'll keep
Makes
the
sense.
revolts as one. So the card I draw, I'm going to put them on the hand, right? In that case.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. As much as I'd like to sabotage otters and just get riverboats and then leave do the rest of my turn.
You could
That's
buy
not
3
gonna
you could
happen.
buy a card and riverboats if you
So-
wanted.
AJ squared, even worse.
Because I've heard this happens with
They spent 2 for the trade post and then pulled the warrior out of their fund instead of out of their supplies. So they just straight up lost a fund without even using it for an action.
otters being fed is not a bad thing. Probably the best turn to do it, actually.
That is,
Yeah, I'll keep the otters. Nice.
I mean, I'll be honest, folks. I've seen a lot of Riverfolk mistakes and misplays and stuff over the years. That is maybe the single worst one I've seen.
It was pretty sad.
Doesn't matter which ones, but I'll buy the bag.
Worst for otters, I mean.
Okay.
So cool. You add the 2 warriors from here back.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, we got a purchase from Vagabond.
Nothing ever happened. What the hell did I just do?
Yeah, that we actually,
That's a pretty even trade.
if we had a little more, if we'd known this was going to happen, we could have priced at 3 and tried to get an extra fund out of Otter or Vagabond. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pat. Arcanum plays a lot of coin games and war games in general, but not a lot of root. And I don't know how much practice he was able to get before joining us here today.
Pat, why weren't you playing with them? What the heck? This is all your fault.
Yeah, Pat, this was your job. What were you doing?
All right, we got a
I guess it's not that bad.
We got a bag.
bag.
Not what we wanted to pull when we just purchased a bag from Otters.
It's gonna be such slow goings for me early.
You get a point.
Cats are happy though because that's an open slot in their keep.
Yes, yes.
Bag first is not too bad for Ranger since you don't start with 1.
Yeah, and I have 4 items already.
Yeah.
It's not like awful. Do I aid you? I don't want to aid you a mouse card for an overwork. It feels kind of dumb.
Yeah, Johnny Spud, exactly. Like if you're ever starting to feel like panicked, like you don't know what you're doing, just breathe, read the board.
You forgot to tell them to breathe.
No, I told them.
I can't
Oh,
aid
did
you.
you?
I think so.
I thought you told them to have fun, but I don't think you remember told them to breathe.
Yeah, I might have.
Move,
Yeah, there's a reason.
move, explore next turn.
Yeah, if you played mostly digital, these are the sorts of things that are super easy to miss.
It's funny, there's so many games that when we play, only I or you know how to do the intermediary, like, upkeep stuff because we're the ones who just, like, read the rule book or whatever.
Yeah,
And I'm just like
like
we'll
every
take care of
game,
it.
like
We
every game
digitize-
of John Company I play with everyone in my life.
Yes. I don't know how to do anything there.
Katara.
Feel like just to stay with everyone. Okay. Well, we're going to move here. This is actually a good. Maybe I should.
This is
I know how to
interesting.
set up half the
I
game.
move there, and
Just
then
not the other half.
I was gonna say we can only be going there for aids because
Yep.
none of the quests are good or match.
And see now cats see would have been
Thank you.
What's interesting about this is the table was just talking about uniting against cats a minute ago, and now Vagabond's aiding cats.
well, you're adding them a fox card.
join
Uh
their stack, and then I'm going to exhaust a. What was it for the aid? I just doesn't
the
know.
fox card doesn't really help cats and too much
Bad
right now,
for
so that's at least something.
I mean, we don't know what the card was.
It wasn't a bird because why slip there?
Yeah, but it still could be like a craftable of some kind.
It could be a craftable of some kind. But it's not something they can use for overwork.
And then next, I'm going
At the very least.
to evening, and I'm going to
Whack the cat.
draw a card.
Yep,
Cool.
pretty solid.
Appreciate your turn. Didn't want to exhaust more than 3 items.
To start the turn by revolting. Two.
I am shocked.
Yeah,
There was
powerful.
never a stopping that. No wonder you go with an alliance with 2 bird cards in hand.
So that cat will go away.
Interesting.
And then
How do you feel about that?
remove all enemy pieces, place matching base, and I get 1 warrior for 1 sympathetic fox clearing.
I'd love it if I thought we had boat builders, but we know we don't because we saw it hit the discard.
Correct.
I will not.
Maybe we're hoping to.
But I will train 2 officers with 2 fox cards.
Oh God, this is bad.
That's why we went Fox.
That's why we went Fox.
Okay.
The starting hand was really good for Woodland.
Yeah.
Their base is on the river, so it's a bit of a liability down the line.
We can do it.
I think we got to do something about it now. Like this is
Yeah,
really
we'll do something about it
accelerated.
now.
And
Yeah.
then I will just recruit 3 times in my evening, and I draw 2 cards.
This is a rat race indeed.
My turn. Otters, unfortunately, I'm not going to buy from you this turn. But if you draw some cards and maybe get some birds or things that could help us fight the Alliance, I look forward to future business with you.
So, Cass, are you planning on
moving on.
attacking the Willen?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Not this turn. No, I think the best thing I should do is like set up martial law so spreading sympathy is slowed down. I'm not particularly suited for direct confrontation.
None of you are.
None of us are suited for direct confrontation. So
I would actually disagree. I think that the otters have the potential to have a lot of actions and presence on the river, which is
If you feed them.
If you feed them. Like, that's the thing. You have to buy, even if it's not good for you, to feed the otters, if that's the goal.
tactics. Of course, not when it's a stack of 4 warriors, but
Not a
they
stack
usually
of 4,
can't
yeah.
defend all their bases with that numbers. Usually most bases only have around 2 warriors.
Well, I think the problem
between-
here is, yeah.
Between the crossbow and the eventual second sword from the ruin, I think that together, like I can sort of slow the sympathy.
Otters can do it if you feed them. Currently, they've got 4 funds, so like they're not doing much.
Like fox partisans or something.
I don't think that's necessarily reasonable because in this case, when you're saying you're slowing down the sympathy, that gives you points, and the worst you lose is cards. But expecting us, me and the otters, to just hit the base when we don't get any benefit of points, I don't think is a reasonable ask in that case.
Oh no! Sorry.
I think you just meant martial law,
Yes, I'm going to be setting up martial law because that makes it require more supporters to even spread sympathy in the first place, and it limits to some extent the ability of.
And the base is already surrounded by sympathy, so the move and organize can only affect 7 right now.
Not 7.
To take
Badly.
I said it can only affect 7 right
Oh.
now for the move and organize.
It's not really particularly worthwhile for me to.
See, this is going to be very interesting because Arcanum does play a lot of war games, and so the benefit to risk ratio, I feel like that calculation is something he can do very naturally.
Unless we work as a group, right? Like,
I feel like Arcanum's also a really nice guy and would totally, like, play military force for the table if they fed him.
Well, I mean, he's talking back
They get another turn and
with
they have like
good arguments.
4 warriors on the board right here. What are their next steps? They're going to be able to spread a lot downward.
Good to know, heroic logic. I didn't know that about otters.
Me neither.
I can spread like maybe 1 this next turn. Like over time I'll spread a lot, yeah, but like I only got 3 actions right now. That's a move, organize, recruit,
Only 3 actions. Oh no.
I'm
already
letting you
talking
know that
about-
Sorry.
that never happens. Like normally, Woodland Alliance never starts in their turn 2 with 3 warriors that have 3 actions. Usually, it's like turn 3, turn 4 when that finally kicks in, and then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, we can deal with that then. I'm just being very cautious about this right now because I don't think we can, unless Caps, you think you can win in the Woodland Alliance in a race of points, which I think is reasonable if you think so. But
The cats
That's what I'm
are not the best racers. I know we have a very open board with this faction mix, but I think
Cats are not the best
again,
racers.
just like trying to slow it down, so there can be a bit more parity with the other 3 factions at the table is kind of what I think is the most that I can bring to the table, while still like being a part of the game.
Well, what I'm saying in this case is like we would all be foregoing like our actions to like score, if that makes sense. You wouldn't be taking this hit alone. Like this would be a group effort to attempt to break this.
Like yeah,
I
everybody
don't know
kind
if you know.
of everybody kind of chips in a bit for this turn, and then
Yeah, it's like I don't like it's not like I'm gonna be outscoring anyone. The most I'd score anyways is 1 point from just getting a ruin that maybe gives me a sword. But it's like my fear here is that we're not able to break this.
I mean, think about this too, though. If you all want to come bash my base, you all have to be giving me sympathy on an
That's
empty sympathy board, with otters having
So
no
you know who should
cards,
do
so I
this,
would get to
right?
draw for that. If you somehow crack the base, I'd lose.
Vagabond, because walking through
That's
sympathy
big.
is nothing for them.
Guerrilla
You
warfare,
have no
like-
supporters right now, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I think we
cards
can wait a turn then. You're right.
yeah, I think the
I think spending a turn to prep before going in is not unreasonable
in terms of the Riverfall,
Yeah.
the Ranger.
at this
I'm
point.
sort
If,
of
like
taking
spending a turn to kind of build up your
perspective.
engine and
I
build up your
think
army
that, well,
to
obviously this is
get in there and then
for the
beat the
Alliance.
crap out of them is totally reasonable.
I think we can just work on kind of fortifying ourselves and our action engines for when we do need to directly confront the Alliance.
Yeah, I mean, a 4-warrior Wooden Alliance base is tough to crack in the late game, let alone turn 2.
Exactly.
Depends to like where the sword ends up being, because we're on the lake map.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are- I think
So
I'm in the same boat too. I don't think I can get to them this turn and make it.
So-
Yeah, 0 supporters.
yeah,
yeah.
it's like
That's what they said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They mobilize they're trained with their entire hand, so therefore they
That's pretty strong.
forego supporters.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to craft anything. Okay, let's take some actions. So first I'm going to build. I'm going to spend my 2 wood.
I want to see a recruiter in 3.
I will build a recruiter. Let me think about where I want to place this.
False Orders does look sexy.
I mean, false orders always look sexy.
I think
It's
the-
exactly right, but it looks really good right now. The light's hitting it just right.
Kind of what I'm trying to think about the most. So I could put it down in clearing 3. I was
that's
thinking
true.
maybe clearing 9, just so I'm not like
Nah, 3. Right on the edge.
far extended.
No, extend yourself.
But
Corner them in.
probably a good way to just start trying to box them in.
No one's gonna hit your stuff right now. You don't even
Yeah,
have
that's the other thing. So
otters. Yeah.
okay, so I think I'll go here for clearing 3. So that is 2 points.
So we gotta build. I wouldn't mind seeing a march going from 8 to 3 and then
Okay.
using the raft to maybe
Then
get a card.
I will take the recruit action. So it's going to be
And then recruit to
Yeah, if we're getting martial law in 3 and 7, that helps.
I was saying I wouldn't mind seeing the move from 8 to 3 to get that martial law. What's up over the morrow?
all right, and then
Don't you love this fabulous game?
I think
Moro,
to
I should also mention that they have 3 officers and 4 warriors on their base on turn 2.
Okay, over the morrow, I will actually explain what happened.
it's time to
Because Cats is the only red faction,
march. So for my
the Woodland Alliance was locked until Cats were picked. So when Cats were picked as second, the first player seat had the option between Lizards and Woodland Alliance.
clearing 11, and that draws me a card.
Hey, look at me! Look, that's what I wanted. I wanted that. I don't know if I wanted a clearing 11, but either way, you're going to the otter, so it doesn't matter.
And then for the second half of the march action,
March out of 8. All right, I gotta
Either
stop
8 or
predict-
12, but
I
you
gotta
got
stop predicting these people's stuff.
1 cat from 8 to 3, just to be able to set up martial law here.
I think more
Jay or
important,
Danny, I can't imagine that. That's not.
Yeah, the table. I think the table actually had to sit down and be like,
I
collectively,
think that's going to be
we cannot unlock Wooden Alliance. We
Correct.
have to just
right now.
go
Accept
with,
our fate
accept our fate and do the other 4 factions.
and pick the other 3 factions and leave Marquise to Cryo.
Yeah,
That's what I would have done. I would have been yelling that from the start because I
Yeah.
was yelling that from the start, but
Yeah.
they can't hear me.
yeah.
And a visit to friends. And I'll pass the turn.
Also, Majos, it might be worth mentioning that the Rune Alliance are mice. There is a separate rat faction in the game.
Okay, so my
So-
protectionism is fine. So dividend-wise, I don't have any funds available, so I'll skip that. And then I grab everybody and put them into my funds.
Ooh.
Okay, so then I will.
ETO, speak for yourself. If someone handed me lizards, I would take it and run.
Let's commit 2,
But I'm also crazy.
and I'll draw 2 cards. One there,
Yeah, honestly, it sounds like Cryo could have made cats work from first seat.
and it pops up.
Cats are gonna buy from you. Oh my god.
Of course.
And then so now I think I'm gonna move. Let's see.
ETO, I've won tournament games with lizards. You can win with them. They're great. I will stand by my babies.
Look, you-
I don't know why I'm so obsessive, but I am.
Woodland. That's kind of this part here. Would this help if I move these guys over here?
well, I was thinking it might be better to take the ferry,
Can't do that anyway.
hop over here, and consolidate your forces.
Not a legal move.
Together?
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of picture auburn ball.
And I guess I get a card out from the fairy draw too.
Yep.
I really wish we did have some superb owls here.
I do too.
A little bit here, and we'll grab a card. And what do we have? Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, I recommend
Ooh.
spiking your prices like now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially since cats can get a free whatchamacallit, mouse partisans.
Oh, they should
They
not
need
get
to
mouse
pay for
partisans.
that.
That needs to be a 4. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Because cats have all their like bases, their start on mouse partisans. If they
Mouse
get
partisans.
partisans, they just get to sit here for the entire game.
I think Mouse Partisans really
I
does
want
encourage the
enough to pay for
dominance
it.
play.
Yeah, price is a 4. Like,
That's not a 4 though.
I think it's a
We're
3.
scared of the big bad Woodland Alliance, but cats have an open board for building, uncontested nearly.
This is,
I agree.
I think, Woodland Alliance trying to hype up cats a little bit.
I would think that there'd be another like area control faction to push back, but this one it's
Cosmic Cant the Fairy was not illegal. It was moving farther up into the map that was illegal. It was
Yeah,
moving
the
from
11 to
7
7.
that was illegal. Which we did not do, so
Made them
therefore,
far
it wasn't
away,
illegal.
So it's not like even these are still all open to them easily.
yeah. And I'm going to clear runes too, because I need to. So
Exactly.
I would recommend 4 for hand card. Like, if I'm being honest. He's going to buy from you no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
I
I
won't buy
feel
if you
worried.
go 4.
Okay, he can threaten that, but I don't know why he wouldn't.
No,
But-
I mean, it's true. If you set your prices to 4, I won't buy.
Well, cats are gonna be like the most buyer anyways, but still giving a mouse
the only
partisans would
buyer.
be pretty
That's
tough
insane.
to combat for the rest of the board. Like they,
Cats is not going to buy it at 4. And Wooden Alliance is just going to outrace Cats anyway.
I'm not sure, like, the reason I would also set to 4 is because I'm not sure why he wouldn't even buy it at 4, right? Like, it's expensive, but it's like,
but he has the warriors for it.
I mean, actually not that many warriors, to be fair. So I guess
No.
4 is, like, too high. In a way.
4 is too high.
He has
I don't
5
think 4
warriors.
is unwarranted.
4 seems a bit extreme that way. I was gonna push to
I mean,
3.
it is extreme. It's absolutely
I
extreme.
think 3 is not
Hit
unreasonable.
in all of his mouth.
Especially because
Clearings are his
I would-
vital.
I would just talk to Cats. They're the ones who are going to buy it, you know?
Yeah,
is that, like,
trying to break
I would argue I'm setting it to 3 because then I can have an even number of your warriors too. Because I can't give this one cat back easily, but if I have 3, then I'll have 4, which I can give back easily.
Sorry.
Right.
Make sure it's
Yep,
tracked.
yep. Good.
That's my argument.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set it at 3. In that case, so we won't
I
go
think
push
that's a
off of it.
mistake still.
We won't push it to the edge.
Genuinely.
So we'll see. We'll see how it progresses this turn. But
I believe in you, Arcanum.
I can see the risk, though. I know what you mean. In that case, that's what.
Would you want it at
Just
4
let it go.
because
No.
For your own personal thing, like, you're able to then get 2 trade posts out of it, right?
Don't bully Arcanum.
Like,
Don't be protective of Arcanum. Let them play the game.
They can't hear me.
Still, more funds is more funds for otters. you
it's an
know?
extra draw, if that makes sense, if you get the 4th
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But let's try. We'll try with 3, and we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see one turn. So okay.
He's
He needs to make up for those lost funds.
I can't even buy it off of him. So if you want to buy it out, try to buy it off of him. That's the only way you can get out of this.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, with my 3 warriors remaining, when everyone's talking about how to beat me up,
I mean, I don't
we-
know, man.
All
We can work out a deal.
I was saying we may have a new target instead if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean,
Mouse parts are just so critical. Then I think it's separate of like you can like try like it's like if you think that cats getting mouse partisans is going to impact your ability to win, then I don't like. You can work a deal out with the otters to get it back immediately.
And
But I'll
then there
leave that
was
up to you
silence.
on your-
yeah, I need to think about it.
Okay. I'm not gonna buy. I'm going to refresh. I'll refresh everything.
Bag goes back to track.
Boot does
Cool.
not go to a
Next up,
track.
Let's slip and move here. So that's a boot. And then I'm gonna explore. See
What do we get?
There are a lot of R and K sounds.
There's
I
another
accept.
boot. Another boot.
Isn't that awful, I guess. Sure.
Not what you wanted, but
So the hammer is over here. That's so cursed.
or it's a sword.
This is the Lake Map Vagabond life.
If I walk through you, right?
Correct.
No, you're a pawn, not a warrior.
Yes.
So you only trigger sympathy when you remove it.
Or if I'm hostile, right?
No,
No.
not even if you're hostile, because
Just 'cause
it's
you're a
only
pawn.
it's only warriors moving in, but you're always a pawn piece.
You are never a warrior.
Let's,
You are just a pawn in this game of life. It's honestly kind of sad.
Hey, even a lowly pawn can become a queen if it reaches the other side.
What other side?
I'm not going to give one card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we have a lot to do here as Ranger besides try aiding some more.
Two.
We could aid, or we could
Yeah, I
walk
saw
closer
that
to where we
start
want to
of the
be
game.
to make this
Might
slip,
work
and
for
so
you.
we can just slip into the right clearing next turn. Since
how do I
there are
get
two
out of
clearings
this?
away right now.
Yeah, because our quests suck, and this would be like a typical early game thing to do if we don't have like something else to do.
Yeah, I can move there. Give a card. Give a card.
Ice Raiders, because we were in 4, right? So we slipped from 4 to 6, and then 6. We moved from 6 to 11,
Correct.
or 4 to 5, 5 to 11.
Just with that second boot, I think moving up to 7 is very legit, just so we can slip into 10 easier to get that item.
We could also just do it next turn.
But then we have to slip and move, and then we can't refresh the boot. And if we're not using the other two
Well,
items,
it's either move this turn or move next turn. It doesn't.
right? But we only spent 2 items, so we have a third.
Oh yeah, we only
fresh.
spent 2 items. Yeah. We should have moved.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying for item refreshes, then we're getting the full usage out of it.
Yeah. I thought we had another item exhausted.
Nope. I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
That's the deal. Like I said, I'd give you a bird card, but that bird card must be used to hit the Woodland Alliance. Like one of the actions taken must be used to hit the Woodland Alliance.
Ooh. No. You have to give.
As the target of that deal, that feels like a really bad deal. I don't think we should
Yeah,
give
yeah, I
cats
don't-
more than they need right now, and like they
Yeah,
wouldn't want to
I don't
spend
think I don't
2
think
actions
I,
to come over and hit me.
It's one.
want
I mean,
to accept the deal. As I said before,
one action to hit, one action to move.
just like setting up martial law for sympathy, because that's like the main thing I can do that the other factions can't do as easily or at all. Yeah. So I mean I think that I would like to continue just sort of touching base, I guess, about the state of the game. But it's with the otter negotiation that happened last turn. I think I'm okay on accepting any deals right now.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, this is tough. I guess I kind of just bide my time is honestly the best thing I can do. So I guess I'll move just to set up a slip then,
Okay.
and that should be
I
fine.
thought we had ended our turn, so I was
Right
okay.
We talked about it a little bit.
Gotcha.
Cool. And then I'm not going to do anything else. I am going to move into evening, and I draw 1 card.
I was just imagining, like, every time the vagabond moves,
There
it
we
gets
go.
smaller and smaller.
Alrighty.
Until it's
Revolt
barely visible.
quarters, so I will not spread sympathy. I am going to craft swap meat.
JC Greer, isn't that just like evolution?
Yes, sir. Mobilize. Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know how Cryo.
Savo.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay, so no supporters again.
I will not train
interesting.
military operations. I will do
This does feel like a kind of
and
Like it.
sandbagging of points.
I was just gonna say the giant.
But also,
Oh my
you guys are
God.
talking
that's scary.
all the time. Like, what the hell else am I supposed to do?
I disagree with that. I
Like-
don't disagree
No,
with
that's
that.
fair. Yeah, no, it's totally fair. It's
So-
interesting.
Are we gonna go on a world tour?
The move. Start getting them out into the world. I draw 2
I don't know if I love
and I pass.
leaving it in 8 unless we're specifically trying to revolt in 8. But we have no supporters.
Otters, unfortunately, I'm not going to buy. 3 is just a little too rich for my blood.
I'm warriors. Kind of
Rip otters.
Yeah. Well, again, the warriors will need to be on the board.
For as big of a threat
To,
as Wooden Alliance is, this table is not united against them.
No.
okay.
Cats are not
It's-
helping out otters. Vagabond's trying to sort of like talk cats into making bad deals.
It feels like everyone wants everyone else to do more than they're willing to do. And
Yes.
nobody's really willing to do much.
Yes.
But they know it needs to be done, but they don't want to do it themselves.
Right. No, they're not cooperating. They're being cagey.
Start with
Yes.
And that just leads to Wooden Alliance running away with it.
so here.
Well, Wooden Alliance is sandbagging a little bit, so maybe that
here.
that could potentially hurt in the long run.
Okay. And
Because like I don't see how Wooden Alliance
go ahead and
doesn't win right now. Outside of like some truly awful RNG or something. But they also have to start getting more sympathy out there.
I'll spend the 2 wood.
Like I said, I feel like we spent the last couple turns sandbagging a little bit, and so now we're. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're out. It just means that we're a little bit more behind than we might have been otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, WA is right. This is still pretty bad.
I mean, if nobody hits anything, eventually they run out of
Cats are going
spots.
to be at their third.
I mean, false Cobra, sure, but the thing about
Still all thinking about how to hit the Wooden Alliance, who's boxed in the corner already.
sympathy is sympathy begets sympathy.
But we need to keep the cats in mind too here. You know.
Well, that's
I think that that's
we're shifting targets here. Like,
We keep on shifting. Shift.
it's important. We need to be aware of everyone's state in the game. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that sawmill built, that's going to be another 2 points.
I mean, Beckett, this is a cold Broly game, which means there has to be opium hidden somewhere in it, right?
One action left.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. So I think for my last action, march. So first move will be 1 cat here,
Claiming the fairy.
and then second move will be to take
Yep.
2 cats
Probably up to 11.
over here.
I'm surprised we're abandoning 12. Otters are highly likely to move out of there, which means even just 1 warrior in 12 gives us 2 building slots.
3 build slot clearing for them.
That is true.
Card for me.
And 12 can become potentially a 3 build slot clearing, so.
Let me
If cats had been in if otters had been in 11 and could make it to 6, I think I would advocate for that, but
I mean, a legitimate counter Wooden Alliance strategy right now would be for the table to feed funds to otters so otters could go squat on the base and deny rule, you know? Even without battling down those Wooden Alliance warriors, just denying rule and forcing Wooden Alliance to spend actions recruiting or battling instead of moving and organizing would slow them down significantly.
Go ahead and move into even.
And I mean, we only have one more warrior to play with.
So many cards, Jesus Christ.
For cats?
With an alliance.
For Wooden Alliance. Wooden Alliance. I was like, we didn't have that many cats.
So much with them.
No, the point is how many bird cards you're getting is what I'm concerned about.
One can hope.
Because I don't see any bird cards here.
Fox Partisans. And get rid of informants.
What? That's the best card! Alright, I'll stop being silly.
I'll get rid of false orders.
That is the best card.
Yeah, I don't know why you would get rid of false orders.
False Orders is the best!
Okay, let's take a look.
You have
So
a-
sexy!
You have a building slot in 4, just asking for a workshop.
And it's a 2-point workshop anyway.
It's a 2-point workshop anyway, and false orders can solve so many problems for you right now.
So Birdsong. Okay, so I'll put 2 warriors in. The payment is empty.
I mean, it feels like the table knows something we don't.
Dividends,
You know?
I'm waiting to see. I am waiting to see.
into there.
Yep.
Okay, so
I feel like ideally you want to set up a mouse trade post, right?
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say if
so
you're able to craft
so my
partisans
original
for yourself, that would be very
Yeah,
helpful
well-
for the table.
well initially yeah I was going to take the boat back across and get the mouse post here somewhere, but then
And
I'm
you can
gonna
just move
change-
across the river.
Yeah, I mean, we can just...
Wouldn't rule.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You don't need rule to...
6.
Yeah,
That move is annoying.
You don't need rule to move from a river clearing to a river clearing, so you just move from 12 to 11 and then 11 to anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it feels like yeah. So just thinking out loud, it feels like I have to put some pressure on the cats too in that case. But I'm not sure what is the right. Let's see. If I draw more cards here, is this
You would
prevented?
have to discard at the
You
end
only
of the
discard at the end of your turn, so you can have.
So it'll
like more cards.
it'll overfill in that case. Then okay.
I mean, if you're willing to make something of a deal with the devil, if you give me the fairy, I can start putting pressure on the cats too by across and dropping sympathy.
That's good for Cryo!
Biggest way.
If otters agree to that.
yeah, well, it's interesting because that's what it feels like. It's like I never felt the otters would be like a good like head-to-head faction. It's more like me supplying stuff to the different groups, right, for them to accomplish stuff, right? But so for me to go like against the cats or something like head on, it seems really tough.
I mean,
the
otters
cats
can
are-
do it. You can accumulate warriors,
Right.
over time, and then use that for an assault on something.
Yeah,
Right.
otters
Or
are
you
good
can
in a
assault
fight.
like less defended
Right.
buildings. Because I mean, each fund is a potential battle, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
It'd be nice if we had that extra fund right now.
okay,
I
let me
think
take a look.
everybody's idea wasn't that bad.
It would be.
Yeah, like it feels like I need to provide some assistance to help offset some of the cats.
Because even if the sympathy spreads here, like the cats would have to spend time like battling it, which
They
is
either have to battle it or potentially let
down.
it blow up. You
yeah.
know,
So I think that's not a bad idea.
So how would that work? Like I would just move across and then take
You
the
could
berry.
move. You could trade post here too, which I don't think is that bad of an idea. And
You
then
cannot trade post
well,
because
you
need
wouldn't
to
be
roll.
able to because he
I
doesn't
can't.
rule.
Oh, he
I
doesn't
don't.
rule.
I don't.
It's just set up.
And put a guy here. But then now.
Surprised to not hear
I can just
cats
cross and just
saying
take
this is a terrible idea.
Right, I'm surprised. I understand why Cryo is saying this, why the Wooden Alliance is saying this. I don't
Sorry.
understand why nobody else is saying don't do this.
Well, what's very interesting to me
Okay,
is
Tori,
on,
let me see.
I feel like on the Riverfolk's
The other thing you
turn,
could
we've
do
heard
is
very little from the
battle.
cats. Whereas other ones, everyone else is talking, but cats have stayed really silent specifically on Riverfolk's turn.
Right, cats and otters are like the most united alliance at this table.
Yeah, it seems like it's.
Risky.
My other thought was maybe potentially going this way, but I don't know if it's worth applying pressure on this corner at all. But okay.
I mean, they're talking like the cats are the threat, and I can't figure out
Fight this
how much that's...
from him if you went to kill him, unless you left your otter ball there, of course. But
We really are.
I do agree, like
Everyone-
martial law to keep me in the corners is valid. You know,
Everyone is arguing that cats should be hit, except
This loud.
cats are not saying anything as a
Get over.
counter argument.
Right.
And Arcanum seems
okay,
to
let's try that.
put pressure
Keep
on
following the
cats,
table.
force them to make a decision between taxing their actions on battles or
Right. Yeah.
Move,
Okay.
move.
Okay. So let's commit one.
Well,
So
something you
I'll
could do also is trade post here. Oh, you can't. I lied.
All the way up there.
And I'll take the ferry across.
Oop, okay.
So that's 2 commitments.
Yep. So I'll do another commitment down there. I'll draw a card.
Draw card. Yep.
And triggers outrage.
Yep.
Oh.
So I get a.
This card.
Is the order of operations the drawn card? Because he draws
I
and
think
then
it happens at the
outrage.
same time.
It's simultaneous, so they can choose. Yeah.
Actually,
Let me double check. I have the law pulled up.
You're not gonna find it in the law.
Call Guerric. He knows the answer.
Very.
It's what it feels like. There's a war. I mean, again, Wood Alliance are not building momentum at the moment, so maybe cats can outrace them, but
Sympathy or moves any warriors into a sympathetic clearing.
I'd put it like 70-30 Wooden Alliance to cats right now.
If I'm correct. So.
Well, the one thing
Hi, I exist.
I think it probably does happen. At
This
the
man
same
does
time. The one
exist.
thing that gives me pause is just that it says that they do the move, and then after the
And
move,
then draw the card.
they draw a card. But I mean, I don't know necessarily how.
That's Guerric in this case.
I mean,
this is
yeah, I
a
was
good
just
case.
gonna say we can just call for Guerric.
Yeah, this is a pretty, I think, specific ruling. So
Guerric,
Yeah.
Guerric.
They are simultaneous, so the active turn player chooses the order of resolution.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. So
So if you want to draw the card, then give me the bird. Cool. If you want me to just draw from the deck, I can do that as well. Your call.
I mean, you
though.
probably wanted to draw from the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, drop the deck makes sense. The bird is I would do that.
Okay, so I'm drawing a supporter. Just
So what happened is Otter's already drew the card.
okay.
Yeah.
We would have probably chosen
Right.
the sympathy to go
Okay,
first.
then
Yeah. Yep.
So
Uh,
I accept.
Yep.
okay, let's just commit we'll commit one more guy. And let's go on the move, I guess.
Just keep swimming. Just
We'll
keep
take these two
swimming.
and kind of pop them down there.
Spreading out.
Okay, so I think
Oh, I love Tom, but he does not know how to play otters, and it's showing.
I'm not gonna put up a trade post.
yeah, I'm just debating. Yeah, I think what makes what is that, a bunny?
I also don't know how to play Otters, and it would show as well.
Yeah, it's probably not worth saving that. Okay.
I would play them like I was someone else.
2 funds.
Yeah, to put a trade post there. It also blocks a spot, which is nice.
And then
What?
the warrior.
Pat, I'm still blaming you for
Oh, that's
this.
fine in that case.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It can be from like the funds you spend too. It's just like the same thing.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay. So grab post down here.
Wait, what?
So 2 points there.
Oh, from the funds you spent.
Yeah.
So I'm-
Okay, we did it. I think
We did it correctly this time, but we still didn't
Card.
clarify the misconception that Tom
Yeah,
has.
this one is
I mean,
pretty good.
Step 1, don't listen to Cryo.
that is in fact step 1.
Later in the game. 'Cause the only person who'd buy from you is cats, but they have 2 warriors. So it'd be literally impossible to crack.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is all ArkhamChaos' plan to steal the fairy.
Yeah, we'll keep the bird one.
I hope so. That'd be a great. That's an amazing plan, honestly.
If this fairy sticks around to Cryo's turn, I'm going to be very concerned.
I'm gonna be crying.
make sure it goes up
Okay.
because it doesn't automatically pop out.
Got it.
Did we discard any other DOMs?
I'm gonna
accidentally?
check, yeah.
we did, actually.
Oh, we did. Oop.
Pull them out.
Red Trap on turn 1, Otters
That's all
And
I
I-
see in there.
made a trade post and pulled the warrior to the map from their
I think I
funds.
discarded the bird one.
And I think that's what Otters were trying to do again, but they said that it can also be pulled from the spent funds, which is not true. It should be coming from the supply period.
Yeah, I mean the spent funds hit the supply and then you place one. And the only reason it matters to differentiate those is because if there's a coffin makers on the map, you can potentially run out of your supply and not be able to place one.
Yeah, but it should not come from funds at all. So right now, Otters is working on a 1 fund deficit, and I'm concerned that it will continue to become a deficit over the course of the game if that misunderstanding
the
stays.
cats, and like I'm guaranteed to get them back within.
It'd be mouse partisans. Literally is what it would be. It'd be mouse partisans.
I guess
Well, I only have 1 warrior right now myself in my supply, so I can't.
Right.
And you're not putting it down to 1.
Okay, let's.
Please don't.
Vagabond has 3 purchase power if they want it.
We'll plan our turn too. So okay, time I'm good.
Leaving it at 3.
Okay, let's refresh everything. I'm not gonna buy.
I really hope that Vagabond steals
No
that.
one's crafting anything. You guys are mean.
I haven't gotten
the
items to
craft.
craft, you know.
I'm gonna slip here. What's up, guys? I'm gonna
Explore and take the ferry. Hammer.
Finally, Jesus Christ.
Oops.
Now you can craft yourself items. Look at
I
that.
am actually. I am, thankfully.
We're in a
I'm going
box
to
pairing,
Exhaust this, and then I'm gonna add
so
a
we could craft a hammer.
Going to move.
Take the ferry, take the ferry, take the ferry, take the ferry.
Yeah, but no, I'm not a dick.
If you want to
No!
with cats and
No!
That would be pretty bad. I'm gonna move here though.
Just for the record,
I'm going to.
I would be that person. I would take the ferry.
We crafted tea.
We
That's
crafted tea.
great for Vagabond.
So we wanted to go to a
Soften them because Wooden Alliance should not have the ferry under any condition.
Well, the Alliance can stay in their box. We don't want to let them out.
If I had the hammer, I would have crafted the hammer, and that would be 10 times better.
He is still
But-
tea at the end of the day. I mean,
That's fair. We're like, we cooperate, but only to an extent.
Could I? I guess it's fine because
Attack Cowboy, I do know how to sail a boat, so no boat is safe for me.
I mean, if you really want to hit it, it's like your call. I'd rather it stayed, but if you want to give me the supporter, I'll just place it right back, you know?
Yeah, and it gives you a point. Is realistic. It gives me a point, which is like nice.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot to get myself 2 points for the tea.
Where? So you've delved 3 ruins and
I gotta remember to breathe myself.
an 8. Okay, that's where the 6 point came from.
Yep.
Now what? Now what do we do? Who are we?
Because I know this is a sword, which is funny.
Yeah, I mean, we could have taken it to T or to 1 and worked our way toward 12. We could have taken it to 11, crafted the T, and just done something else.
Clearly now we walk into 8 and give a speech about how great the Woodland Alliance is.
I guess I am gonna.
You're gonna hit it?
Yeah, I think I'll just crossbow it.
Okay. Do you have a mouse or bird card for me?
I do actually. What do you think?
Opening that slot back up for Woodland Alliance.
You can have this one. This is better.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know why we would open up a clearing adjacent to Sympathy with no martial law and feed an outrage to a Wooden Alliance that didn't have any.
Evelyn, the Otters gave the Woodland Alliance a boat. And they specifically did that to give Woodland Alliance a
Ideally,
boat.
I want to use all my 5 actions.
I suppose,
The whole table conspired to this nightmare.
but I know it's too late to go back on that with the information that's been exchanged. You could move and aid Alliance, or cats, me, or otters even. You're actually 1 move away from all of them.
I would recommend against aiding the Alliance.
Yeah.
Aiding once doesn't even do anything.
Well, it would
for
no, it
me.
would bump them up.
Yeah, it would be good for
Yeah.
aid 1 for otters or Alliance.
Don't aid the Alliance.
I don't know what I'm watching.
I'm very confused. Okay, I thought that they had watched the game earlier today. I think I'm wrong in that fact.
I legitimately don't understand what's going on. This
Yeah, my 8 otters.
You could
We've broken Guerric. That was the goal. Is it working?
clearing 12 at some point.
Can I do that? That's what I want to do.
I'm just trying to make sense of this.
Oh, I've given up. My brain's off.
Do they all come from a strange meta where cats are dominant and Wooden Alliance are bad?
I do actually.
D-
If I'm here, for example, I can slip in the forest.
Shh. Woodland Alliance are cool guys. You can trust them.
So then I'm just gonna move. Oh, that's the cat. I'm gonna move here. And I'm going to aid the woodland.
Pat, no. We have no memory of anything ever.
Ah, bummer.
All right. At least we're not aiding the Wooden Alliance like we talked about.
Like otters in the game. Let's face up, actually. I don't
this
know why
one
I hit that.
Yeah, it'll go to his.
Yeah.
Taunt them! Taunt the Woodland Alliance!
And I'll aid with the sword.
Did we seriously just consider aiding Propaganda Bureau to the Wooden Alliance?
And then that's +1. Cool. And I draw a card.
Birdsong. I am to swap meet with the cat.
I think I'm gonna die.
I'll just put it in a pile and
Okay. Yeah, that's
shuffle
fine.
if that's okay.
Yeah, however you prefer. You know.
Yeah.
There we go.
What are we?
Yep.
Wait, and we're not doing it to. We're not swap meeting otters.
All right.
We are swap meeting the cats.
We could swap meet for Propaganda Bureau.
Have this card back.
Yeah, that's true. We could do that. But it's a 1 in 6 chance.
Anything fun exchange?
What?
Yeah, I got something juicy out of it. Nabbed a bird card off of him, slow him down a little bit.
I'm losing my mind here.
I will not.
Do you need to step away? I can take over. I don't have a brain. I can turn it off.
Spread sympathy with my cards.
All right, I gotta take it down.
Yeah.
Or actually,
Remember, you don't know these players' levels. Some of them could be relatively new to the game.
No.
card at least.
The score track lies.
Get me something.
Always the lesson of anything is the score track lies, but we don't always remember that.
I want to use yes. Nah, I'm gonna keep it for now. Actually,
Ooh.
yeah, I went back and forth a lot, but
I think that makes sense.
yeah, I want to keep it for the time being.
So we're not spreading sympathy?
I will not mobilize. I'm gonna add 1 card to my supporters for now,
Okay.
and
It took 16 games to break Guerric.
That is a new record.
Train one more officer.
That is
Alright,
a new
guys,
record.
let's see how fast we can do it in round 2.
So, I have 4 actions. First, we're going to move along the ferry into here and organize him and draw a card.
Hell yeah, we are.
I love it.
Card for the ferry.
It's great for the Woodland Alliance.
Sympathy on the map for 1 point.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You can. It's evening technically.
And then I will also.
Are we keeping Guerric's sanity stats? Ooh, I should do that.
Be clear.
Just check in. How's your emotion today?
That down and organize him as well. For how many points is that? 1? Yeah, just 1 more point. And then that is all my evening actions. I will draw 4. Shit. Ooh, that was my bad. I'm dropping.
Welcome, Luke.
It was only 2. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
drop.
I
them
was
all
like,
to your
wait a
shuffle.
second.
Yeah, that was stupid of me. I was thinking about the number of officers I had. Brain fart. I apologize.
Chilling.
And this is why we just hit the 1 button.
Oh no. That was just we were thinking the wrong number. Not
No,
that.
I know.
Guys, back.
But then if you hit the 1 button, it's easier. But also it's harder for the Woodland Alliance to hit
It's
the 1
easier for
button.
you guys, sure. I like seeing them on the table. It just helps me visualize what all I have. But yeah, end turn.
Okay.
Okay.
You should get a decibel
Sorry,
reader
others,
just to intake Guerric's loudness.
do not want to buy.
I feel this most partisans is like backfiring on my market here. I gotta get rid of this thing somehow.
If you want next turn.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just like
Yeah, you could just discard it.
I'll just dump it and then just go back to normal.
Vinko, this is Tabletop Simulator.
3.
Yeah, ATO. That is also weird. We could have made that a really sticky sympathy and revolted,
Explosion.
which would have also disrupted Cat's territory hugely.
To be fair, Cat's territory is already kind of disrupted in the south, and we don't really care that much about it. I guess it would just be in the north.
Recruit action.
Cat's already kind of
This is my first action.
shifting up north.
Place a warrior here.
Guerric.
Place a warrior here.
Sofnum, I don't understand what your words are. I've been doing pandas all weekend, taking stats on our data. I don't know what this means. But more data is always fun.
And build. I'll spend 3 wood.
Ah, okay. Did not know. Pandas is a data package for Python. Good to know.
Place a sawmill here. Which is 3 points.
So my biggest concern is the lack of cats advocating for themselves.
I built.
Yes.
When we have these discussions, cats seem to go silent. And in a table of persuasion, that could be very detrimental.
Right. I mean, you don't want to let the above the table play get directed against you.
No. I don't mind having a little directed, but every single turn and taking away from other threats is
Let's go ahead.
Or that's potentially possible. Cats are being convinced that they are the threat.
To battle in.
Maybe.
And they don't know how to react to that.
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay, we're removing the sympathy.
Score a point for that, and trigger outrage.
Yep.
Here you go.
All right. Thank you very much.
4 supporters right now.
4 supporters. We do have 1 easy bunny or mouse spread.
Does Ranger win the race if they go hostile and farm sympathy? Maybe.
Maybe. It depends, because if they farm it fast, if they farm it enough.
The problem is they had a pretty slow first couple turns because they got bad ruin item order.
Yeah.
They still don't have the ruin sword.
Correct.
Excuse me.
And getting to the ruin sword's actually looking a little tough.
That was 3 actions, right? So it'd be
Yeah.
3 actions.
Because they just missed their opportunity with the fairy.
I'm just
Yeah.
taking a minute.
They could slip from 10 into the coastal forest and then move out of 10 into 12.
Or they
Okay,
could buy
I'm
riverboats.
good to move into the evening.
Just slip into the forest and move out of it.
But
Don't you make me crazy too.
Otters didn't discard. Oh no, they got that card.
Oh, they got that.
That was
a turn
stupid.
from an
I was
aid.
like, wait a second, when did they get sent?
Yeah, it was from the thing.
Sorry.
That's okay. Good that we are looking out. I will go ahead and discard Foxfolk Steel.
Rudimentary, exactly. Sometimes you are the threat and you have to admit it. And sometimes you're not the threat and you can't let the table think you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so protectionism. I pick up 2 payments there. No dividends. I just grab all my funds. Okay, so let's see.
But also, like, please draw a card and get rid of propaganda pure also.
But yeah, I mean, if the table legitimately thinks cats are the threat and Wooden Alliance isn't, and Wooden Alliance doesn't race effectively, then cats could theoretically outrace the Wooden Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should happen.
Right out to me, okay.
But I don't know anymore.
But it could.
I have no expectations for anything anymore.
We actually have a nice clockwise rotation.
This game is
nice.
Wild.
I guess Woodland, would you be interested in buying some mercenary army to use against the cats?
Ooh, buying the mercenaries?
Yeah, I mean, cats are not in a bad spot with their engine. Their territories are getting a little divided.
Mercenaries, I can't move them myself. They have to be positioned, and then I buy in battle with them.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be totally opposed to using an otter army, but then it's like I can only buy it for 2, right? So I'm buying it for 2, and then you have my warriors, and that's still putting your warriors on the front line, whereas you can just use your own warriors and commit your own funds, you know? And it's not like you're gaining more funds for doing it this way, because I can only buy it 2, you know?
Okay.
Woodland,
So it's like, I appreciate the intent, but it's like, what net gain is there out of that instead of you just fighting them yourselves?
Just quickly, Woodland, would you ever buy riverboats from otters at 2?
Potentially.
I feel like that's not a bad deal.
See, at least that feels
I mean,
feeds the otters
back, you know, in a reasonable amount of time, in a turn or 2 maximum. Because, like, if I buy it 2 right now, then I have no warriors left, and I can't revolt anything, you know?
I feel like otters would be incentivized to spend it back, just because then you would buy 2, and then it would be like
Then they never buy again.
twice on one turn, and then trade post the turn after.
Yeah, but like if I'm riverboating, it's to put pressure on cats, right? And if I'm doing
Gooey, they're currently negotiating a Wooden Alliance buy from Otters.
so I would need him to spend it back on their turn, Garrett.
Like, would you?
If anyone's not aware, that
Wouldn't that be
does not happen.
Yeah, that's what
It happened
It's-
once.
It is the
And
easiest way in the world.
I don't know how Pat didn't get punished for that.
It's the easiest way in the world for Wooden Alliance to nerf themselves.
I mean, yeah, I'll do riverboats for 2 if I'm guaranteed to get the warriors back when it's your turn. That's the only deal I can make, because if I don't have those warriors, I can't.
But when my turn?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would.
My turn this one?
Yeah, spend it back.
My turn 2 turns from now? My turn 8 turns from now?
back, you know.
And that's the other thing, Johnny. It only works
Yeah.
if Arcanum
Exactly.
buys into that and keeps them forever.
I don't think he will, though. I feel like he's too nice.
Right. And I don't.
Arcanum's just such a nice guy.
Another option is they have a sawmill here.
Yeah.
That's an
Sit there.
easy target.
Yeah.
You can either sit there and
It's difficult to get
force them
there.
march in there to rule it and get the wood for buildings, or just take it out completely. Sawmills are the best way to slow down cats.
I'm also
I mean,
going to
I know
offer
we all
this.
talk bad about keep rushing, but this is like very
No.
defended as well.
Oh yeah,
That is a lightly defended keep.
It is like a bit of keep, but I
thinking about going here. Like,
don't feel like going to the keep is the right
I mean,
decision.
we're a few turns in
Maybe
the
I'm
game. I feel
wrong.
like he's had
Oh.
reasonable time to shore up if that's what he wants to do.
Rudimentary.
I'm considering going.
Wooden Alliance actually benefits greatly from buying. The problem is just that the cost is too high in any meta where Otters will keep the Warriors, which is every competitive meta, you know?
I'll do that purchase. And then since Ranger's refreshing a lot,
Moro.
I can throw in a purchase as well to like give you 4 funds that round. So I don't
Keep
know.
rushing? Then probably not.
Arcanum's not
Yeah, that's
gonna.
fair.
Arcanum's too nice.
Yeah, because like all
Arcanum also doesn't know the root meta, you know? That's the thing.
True.
come over.
That's the thing.
Like a moat. A moat.
I don't know the experience level of these other players
This is
or how tapped into the meta they are.
my hand a little bit.
What you could do actually is you finally have this spot available for a mouse outpost as well.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how much they're
Yeah.
You could even
potentially manipulating
here he has
Arcanum's
tier 5.
ignorance of the meta, or if they're also ignorant of the meta, you know?
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the easy
He doesn't
one.
have ambushes.
Yeah.
We don't know if Cat has ambushes though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me come up here and try to get the outpost first. Okay. So let me.
That makes sense.
So let's do.
They play a lot.
Sorry. Let me do this part. Okay. So I'll commit to move
Which other 2?
one there,
Please say names.
and then
Call them out.
Like if you're
I
going,
want to know.
you gotta bring them all.
Just bring them all.
False Cobra, that would be like
Move that out.
hours and hours of
Clear the-
breakdown.
Woodland Alliance, good. Don't ever trust their score track. That's about all I got.
Yeah, I mean, Wooden Alliance is either the strongest or second strongest faction in the game right now.
leave one to protect.
And
They
cats
had
are like,
the highest win rate out of all the factions last year through the entire
If
tournament.
you're going to fight, you need every otter you can.
I don't think he's
And it-
fighting though,
Okay, so we have 3 very experienced
You gonna watch
players.
out there.
because that's like
you would
safer.
I just don't understand
to bring
their discussion and their plays.
which yeah, you would need all 5 of the otters to bring them up and move over there.
Because I have to have control. Or-
Yeah, you need a rule to move from here to here.
Mm.
Oh, right. Because of the thing. Yeah, the cluster. Okay. So I never can bring everybody.
Ooh, that'd
Okay,
be a cute
That might.
article.
Okay. Let me think of that. That pulls everybody. That puts everybody in the corner though. It's a bit of a weird.
Yeah, that's a
That's a bit of a weird
awkward
spot then.
position.
You'll have to give a
Right.
card too. That's the other thing you consider.
Yeah.
You'd have to give a bird card, most likely. I don't think you'd give prop bureau because prop bureau is kind of busted.
Proper it would go to supporters. Not
Oh,
my
that's
hand.
true. Actually, you would give prop bureau, but
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, I mean dumping that in my support
Arcanum does need to channel his inner
way
Hector.
to keep it out of my craftability.
Okay, let me rethink this real quick. So I'll uncommit this guy. So
Johnny's but cats have been quiet all game.
everybody across. That'd be. Actually, but even if I bring everybody across here, it's not enough though, right? Because there's 6.
Nope. I have
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, the token doesn't count. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. I don't have soup
Uh,
kitchens.
and the other thing you
Not
can
going for
consider
the
is
big brain soup kitchens game.
yeah. If you were trapped here, even you could spend your turn crafting all the stuff you have, which would be very nice. Like
Well, he can only craft one at a time. Like, he could craft one this turn, one next turn, but then he has to go because he'd only have one slot open.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
That's true. That's kind of a pain.
Sorry, let me just.
Cats are not on mute or they at least, I don't think they're on mute because they unmute for their turns. If that's the case.
I mean, they're talking, just not a lot.
Yeah, okay, let's do that for now then.
I no longer know what to believe.
So I will commit the guys.
Who am I?
I'll move them that way.
Why isn't the lizard cult here?
I can't get a bead on what I'm watching.
And I'll do a second commit.
Still, Soto, that would be brutal.
They kind of take a trip across the lake. Here.
Yeah,
Okay,
recruiting
that
is
will
hard.
be an outrage. Do you want to do the fox or bird card?
Stop feeding the one little lions.
I'll give you the fox card, I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Propaganda Bureau officially in supporters.
In supporters, which is good.
I can accept that.
Bring some people over here. And then
Makes sense.
another commit.
Okay, only taking 2 over to 2.
Yeah, but we could have camped on Wooden Alliance.
Yep, so I
Could have.
So but these two are spent.
But Woodland Alliance are not the threat, according to the table.
Over here. Go up 2 points. And then pull a warrior up there. And I think, let's double check. So let's have commit everything. Okay, I think I'm all set. Okay, so we'll go into evening, discarding. I'm sitting at 5. Oh, actually, could I craft now?
No.
Before.
Nope.
No, you
You
don't
can
have
craft
any.
anytime during your daylight.
Yeah,
So-
but you
Yeah,
don't
but
have
he
any
doesn't have
funds.
the funds.
Oh yeah, no funds.
Oh, yeah, because they're going from.
How many funds did we have?
Pulling from the back. Yep. Okay. Discard. Okay, so service.
5.
We had 5?
Yeah, we had 5.
Okay.
Here.
Because we had the
We'll
3
set it up.
before, and then we got the 2
Yeah,
payments,
'cause
the
Whittle's
2
a
from
five
this
from
turn.
Yeah. So okay, I'm set. Over to Dark.
Cool. Okay. I think keep rushing is the best play here.
We're rushing the keep.
Well, yeah, it's a lightly defended sawmill.
And
Okay.
yeah, right. I think it's the best play to keep rush. Because the other option is
Come on, cats. Argue against this. Say something.
like it's kind of useless, and this is the only time we'll ever get a shot at the keep.
Especially now that we've mentioned it, right? Like, he's going to defend it if we don't
Publicly
hit it.
announced. We publicly announced it.
Heroic logic, they don't.
Oh yeah, I'll slip here. I'm gonna craft the crossbow. That's a point.
All right, that's our second crossbow.
What is their second crossbow?
And then I'm going to move here. That's 2 boots.
Double
My movement's gonna
crossbow.
be so bad now. Oh god. Yeah, the downside of doing this is my movement becomes heavily impacted. But I guess that's the price you pay.
Don't forget to grab your crossbow. Ranger.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Right, if cats have a single card for Field Hospital, this fails. We don't have the Ruin Sword.
Cool. And then I'm going
He's
to
dual wielding.
This doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Double.
that will remove a cat and bring us to hostility.
Yep.
I
Can you
would
field
like
hospital that? Is it?
yeah. Whenever
Ah,
any Marquise warriors are removed. So I how many swords do you have, Ranger?
just one.
Just one. So you still have a crossbow and a sword?
Yep.
Okay. I will go ahead and let one cat warrior go, and then I'll get rid of crossbow to field hospital the other cat warrior.
What? No.
And then
No.
I'm going
What?
to.
Wait, that what?
I think we just accepted
Okay.
that we crossbowed twice.
Okay.
Why would you battle? You're not going to win anything here. And cats go.
And yeah,
After Wooden Alliance. Wooden Alliance,
Once
I guess, could march over there some way. They only have 4 warriors, so they can't get through 7.
you have one sword and no partisans, correct?
yeah.
I'm just baffled.
And otters, your riverboats prices are at 2?
They are at 2. That's correct.
There too. Okay.
But it's not they get through 1 or 11 to get to 5 for
Right.
like it's not happening.
I mean, I honestly don't understand these moves.
This turn was kind of a waste for. I don't think it was worth going after the keep because if they had any cards to protect themselves, it failed.
I mean, we could have easily popped 6, gotten 2 points for it. We still don't necessarily want to be hostile with cats at the moment.
Cool. I'm gonna get rid of the torch and
Ambushed the vagabond because we were just like, nah.
and
The
then
deck being manipulated, by the way, in the chat is my supporter stack. I just laid it down so I could
Mhm.
yeah.
look at it.
Let's
Thanks
roll.
for letting us know.
Let's see if it's a 1-1 or a 1-0. It's a 1-1. I get a point for it.
I mean, even though it doesn't break the keep, it forces him to shore up.
Yeah, it still kind of sucks.
Yeah, it is a bummer. Okay, so
I draw a card too.
Red sympathy.
Mhm.
I don't want to revolt on the clearings I have.
We have 5 cards and supporters.
No revolt.
That would be 2, 2.
We could have revolted on 3
Ice
theoretically.
Raider, I think we've established it's opium.
If we could have revolted on 3, we absolutely should have.
Draft using sympathy. Let me. Oh, I'm gonna swap mate the cats again first.
Okay.
Okay, and I will give you back this card. I will go ahead into daylight. I'm not going to craft. I'm going to mobilize 2 cards from my hand.
Okay, so we're mobilizing into
Oh, I
supporters.
forgot to buy the river boats.
That's fine.
Is it too late because I swap meted though?
Yes, it's
I
definitely
don't think-
too late.
I personally think that while technically you gain new information, I think it's a deal, and I'm personally fine with letting it go.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
think that it follows the spirit of the rule in so much that, no new information regarding the deal
Yeah.
has been exchanged.
And again, I'm getting these back. My turn, right, Otters?
I will spend them.
Okay. Thank you.
What is this?
So I mobilized military operations. I have 4 actions.
We did not spread any sympathy.
Move on the riverboats. Organize that guy for 2 actions.
Still could have sent more. Oh wait, we already have a fox base. That's why we couldn't revolt 3.
And now Otters,
Yeah, but there's still
10
a board in
you
the
can't
lead.
move out of 10 anymore because Otters actually tie the
It's
rule.
hard.
Right.
If you do a
Vagabond's
second-
ramping up a lot too, which is scary.
This
Yeah, I'm
This is very improv
right here
rude.
also, if you can move it.
Rude improv.
That's fair, that
I'm
you're-
really leaving myself open then.
Maybe recruit the guy back and then.
I'm going to for sure recruit him back, and then I have 1 more action.
They're following the rules.
Organize.
But I've just never seen it play like this. Maybe this is what the leader playtest look
It's
like.
like, is he gonna really attack it?
Yeah, you're not wrong. That is not wrong. Let me think for a moment.
So we move,
And
organized,
Riverboats next turn.
recruited. We've got 1 more action, eh?
I can't commentate if I can't follow the incentive structure and nobody plays by what's strategically optimal, Like, if everybody just decides that
3 cards.
they're playing a different game.
No, I'm gonna keep 4 there.
Cool.
I'd rather protect myself at the end of the day. Cats have the ferry, and otters are right here. If you guys decide suddenly that something should be done about me, I'd rather have, more than less defense.
Oh, good. They 100% could not roll that back by tournament rules. 100%. And there's no spirit of it, the rule about it. There's just, you can't do it.
When I got battled the cat here. I need to
Yeah, just
This is interesting, actually.
all right. So I drew passing.
Okay.
It's not like deals are binding and root anyway.
Deals are very much not binding.
You break a deal,
Riverboats and mercenaries.
that's the rules.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is why Wood Alliance never trusts an otter.
I'm going to buy.
But I trust Arcanum because he's too nice of a human.
2.
All right. So cats doing cat things. Oh,
Yeah, this is
Wood.
bad.
I'm gonna say it's a little disappointing seeing Woodland Alliance buy the riverboats and not actually get 2 out. Just doing the one that cats probably will battle away again.
So
Right. I mean, this could have been a chance to move from. I mean, like otters are in the way, but we could have moved from 10 to 12, 12 to 9.
Yeah. We could have just gotten a bit of a foothold somewhere else, but honestly, just going to 1 I feel like is not enough.
Right. Right.
let's
Oh, you're really broken.
I just
go ahead and start.
like if they all think cats are gonna win and Wood Alliance isn't, and they
Action.
play like this, then cats are gonna win.
And
Yes, there are some factions that haven't won yet. We have yet to see a Keepers and Iron win. We have yet to see a Riverfolk Company win, which is why I've been so rooting for the Riverfolk Company
okay.
For reference, this year specifically.
this year.
And that's all I can do for recruiting, so I have no
I
worries.
think that's it.
Supply.
Sorry, I have to go twitchy. I think process
Second
going through the
action
list.
will be to
Second Vagabond has not yet won.
Yep.
Still Soda Station Fall tournament when we get Station Fall.
3 cats
Just kidding.
onto the ferry and draw a card.
Clean out bird card.
Perfectly honest, I'm just proud of that Lizard Folk have won
I'll move
because the
from
Lizard
3
Folk,
to
Lizard Cults has won because they didn't win it all last year and it broke my heart.
Let's move
Yeah.
5 cats.
Consolidating back into the keep, saying no, don't touch that. Second chosen. So technically first in turn order.
Yeah, Erzad, Station Fall is a whole mess for Ion right now.
Third action will be to build. I'll spend
Right, Luke, I still don't know why we abandoned 12 in the first place. Because if we just left the one that was there from setup,
this one.
we would still have it. We'd have 2 more building slots. Eventually 3, because Ranger's probably going to go there at some point.
Down here.
Okay, so we're building a second summit on the keep.
Right here, just on the ground.
3, 4. Yep.
Yes, those are my supporters. I just put them in a stack so I can see them all at once.
Yep.
7 supporters.
So it'll be 4 points. And then I'll go ahead and Hawks for Hire.
I mean,
Distracted that? God.
this is partially the downfall of Wood Alliance not aggressively spreading sympathy early on, is now the cats are able to get martial law
No ambush.
in a bunch of major places, you know?
I'll score a point and I will trigger Outrage. Here you
Right,
go.
we killed the sympathy in 1, which is why we should have sent another guy to defend it, you know?
It's
I'm
getting
like,
tough.
I tried. I did my.
No,
best.
you did try.
I will say, like, because of this
And
meta the table has developed, it's very interesting to see Woodland Alliance kind of hindering their own game
And I'll
in an attempt to stop the cats.
Is there any world where you like?
If they were to defend 1 and revolt on it, that would help stop cats.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not.
So I mean, it's not that they're hindering their own game to stop cats. They're also just not taking the correct steps to stop cats.
They're hindering their games in an attempt to stop cats and also not being able to do
right next to
that,
my
not fulfilling
original
that
base,
goal.
and it's not like it gives me any positional advantage. I can't afford to revolt there.
Yeah, I think this spot 11 is like a big angle.
Revolt where? Can't afford to revolt where?
Battle,
Yeah.
One,
battle,
I
but
think.
I'm totally leaving my base open if I do that, and I need warriors to die to be able to move back or recruit them back. Like, I don't think I can do that.
Well, actually, funnily enough, if you do move battle, and then battle
Oh, 8. Okay.
extra recruit to have 1 warrior.
Why would we want to recruit? We wouldn't want to
Yeah,
revolt an 8
but-
anyway.
And the reason I
What?
It-
I need 1 warrior to
I
fight.
also wouldn't want to revolt an 8.
Like turn 2 or 3, I'd have revolted there to get a second base,
Otters are spending
if that's where we got a second base.
a
But
trip-
also, like the game has not developed in a way where 8 matters that
No.
way.
8 warriors.
It totally could have mattered in a different
Is big enough
game
to
state
smacking things.
where we need to work to get past 3. You know,
People maybe advantage trying to get this way. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
it's Otter's turn. Bejos, I'm sorry, you're mistiming your joke.
Okay, so protectionism. So there. Um, no dividends. I just pull everybody down into the funds. Okay. So I think.
I mean, it's hard with an alliance talking so much. We don't know when their turn is really.
In this case, right? To be able to. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I'll spend.
Rudimentary.
Sorry.
That's why like I was shaking my head a minute ago. Like cats are actually gonna win at this rate because of what's going on.
I mean, yeah, if otters go after 11, it's just opening up 2 more slots for them to build in.
These 2 there.
Which is what I think
Does that
we had previously discussed.
a card?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Okay.
should trigger outrage.
Okay.
And
Okay,
it has
so
to
the
be Emigre in this case.
Yeah. So go ahead.
If you move there first, you're not able to spend my warriors to establish the trade post because you would
You
rule.
need your trade post first.
So you would need to do the trade post first.
You can
with
be
my
here.
guy.
End of the round,
I don't rule it.
Presida.
Don't rule it.
End of the round. So after Arkham Chaos' turn.
Either that or you spend them as recruits, but you did say you'd spend them in some form or
Well,
fashion.
he could move again. He could move again and then trade post.
Yeah, but then he's not like collecting the otters up, you know?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, it's up to.
We're gonna give the funds back.
Put these guys here.
No, we were 100% giving the funds back. Arcanum is too nice.
I know. I know.
Well, part of Arcanum is too nice. Did you not understand?
I'm just in shambles.
Spend my warriors.
I can tell.
I need to be ruling the clearing you're establishing the trade post in. If you look, it says the
Game 10. Game 10 is the one you should watch.
The right
I love it.
clearing, so you can't establish the trade post with my funds.
But I guess I can always spend.
It's also probably the most brutal game
Yeah, if you
of the tournament, but I am completely in love with Game 10.
Yeah, it's not the best. Okay, so let's try. Okay, I'll walk
Do
through
that if you wanted to like prevent someone from getting the trade post point. That's the way. That's the only way.
Yeah, but I'm not using my actions on battle.
Game 10 is where we decided to turn the winter map red.
You know,
Is
I
all
don't
I can really
spread
say.
sympathy.
Let me try that. I'll come down here. So I'll commit another one.
Yes.
So I get the
Yes, it
you're
is.
sticking with this action, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll walk through this carefully. So I'll do this first, and then I'll
Okay,
march
so I get
down.
the outrage.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll march down there.
Which is another outrage trigger. So the
Yes.
bunny card goes.
I know you did. Oh no, he did. Wait.
Game 5, the hour-long game.
Otters, what are you planning on doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a
Sorry. Let me
little
walk.
confused here.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I want to get the guys here. Then I was trying to put a guy there to put a trade post here. In the case, but
So you can't do it all this turn, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna look at hitting the cats, you gotta go
Yeah.
hit the cats. You can't be like trade post and moving and like you.
Otters also wouldn't be able to move. They don't
I
rule.
agree. Yeah. Okay.
Might
So
be better just to take all here and then go here.
It's okay.
Like
You
that's
can do it. You can do it.
because then I
Believe
can
in
clean
us.
up here, which is like obviously like I benefit, but like
All right, Gary, go to sleep.
We're hurting the cats, but I mean, Vagabond is already at.
Seven.
They're at 10 points. I mean,
Fudge.
they're just.
I have
hated,
3
so-
damaged items though.
Yeah,
hate-
I'm not too worried about them.
Dang, it's rudimentary. Not
yeah. Maybe okay.
not advocating for
That's
is it
right.
game 8.
And I'll spend the 2.
Not advocating for your own game.
Spend the 2 willing guys to recruit.
That was an illegal walk, right?
That was 100% illegal. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The big otter ball there,
What?
and then I will.
No, we what?
Uh,
Oh, we recruited twice. Okay.
We'll walk over them. I'll commit.
We gave up on putting a trade post in 10, and instead we recruited twice.
Just lock it
The
now.
ball there
Correct.
is bad because
Yeah.
you know it restricts
Lock
his
it.
use.
Yeah. So I guess my choice. I'm debating about whether to keep or to go across.
It's
why-
better to
move
go
across.
across.
Just move
Yeah.
across.
Yeah. I mean,
So you are locking in this otter movement. I can take the
Yeah.
sympathy.
Okay. The otter is swim over. Okay.
They swam.
Brave.
I'm breathing.
Uh,
I'm breathing.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think I'm okay. Service cost. I needed one. Okay, that's fine. I think I will.
Yes, you could have finagled it to be a legal move, but
No.
what they did definitely was not.
I am all set.
Cool. I need to get out of here. Goodbye, guys. I'm just gonna do something like this, I guess.
I mean, I want to make it clear. I absolutely do not. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad if they watch this back and feel like I'm being too critical. I'm just sincerely baffled by the decisions being made in this game, because they're coming from a place where they have a completely fundamentally different understanding of the incentive structure than I do. Like, we are seeing different games than each other, the players and myself. I don't mean that in any way to be
reflective,
disparaging or insulting. I'm just confused.
Genuinely confused.
Yeah.
I would love to see into your minds, but unfortunately we are not
I'm
telepathic.
Right.
And so,
but I don't have enough.
Trying to understand somebody else's brain is already going to be difficult.
So I'm gonna craft.
Yeah.
I also don't want cats to some.
Workway, yes. The burden is on the players to catch and call out illegal moves. We cannot guarantee that we're going to catch and enforce all incorrect moves equally. So rather than disadvantage things by only catching some things, we would rather equally...
And take it here.
I'd rather catch everything not of the time. Nothing not all of the time than some things part of the time.
Don't forget the card from the fairy.
Oh, thank you.
Is there any possibility you can give me the fairy so I don't have to buy boats this turn?
The fairy twice on the same turn.
And he needs to go to 12.
Yeah, I'm saying move here instead and get that next turn maybe.
Yeah.
It's a big ask, but
Workway, we just don't have that many eyes and that many people who know the rules like instinctively.
Right, because the problem is we're not just arbitrating. We're also commentating, cameraman.
You drew.
And there's been times like during a player's turn where we're talking, like now, or there's part of a turn where someone asks to see a player's board, so we go away from the main board.
Okay.
Right.
So we don't always have eyes on everything at all times.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm going to might double 8 otters. Feed my otter bros.
Well, you're seeing it. This is the major root tournament that we have every year so far, so.
I can't believe I'm the only person who's crafted in this game. I know.
Luke?
That is weird. That
idea scares me.
About crafting too,
anyway.
But you already had one. It's just kind of like, I don't know, want to. Nope.
Yeah, and what Attack Cowboy said is like, for the average game, judges have to get called over.
I guess.
Rather than actively watching and arbitrating.
The otters.
And they can definitely call on us for any rules clarifications or any things that might be confusing. But if they...
Yep. It's 2 points.
Okay, double eating otters for 2 points.
What do we pick up?
I have no idea. I think woodland runners and
items.
Rabbit partisans?
That feels right.
So I have 6, 7 items. Still chill. I'm gonna get the sword.
I am both excited and scared of that idea, Luke. Let's just leave it at that.
Megabond is online.
Oh, it's still. I don't have another bag is the biggest problem I'm facing.
Oh, you were going to get the sword next turn anyways. You could have brought me the fairy. I thought you were getting it this turn. But again, the cards.
Yeah, we actually didn't explore this turn.
We did not. We could not.
Here, but
we decided to craft the...
Like cats
here and have we crafted a second T instead.
Move.
Your satchel will be over limit, though.
Nope.
No.
It's 8.
Oh, it's 8. Yeah, you're right. I'm fucking sorry.
No, but if I the problem is no one's crafted any bags or anything, so it's like
can only do so much.
Oh my god. Let me think.
Well, do you have that? Do you have the gamble up?
No, I don't have the gamble ready now. I'm basically losing my mind.
I know, that's why I'm saying things. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn. So I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay. I will not revolt. Gonna search the supporter stack and organize it a little bit, so there will be those deck manipulation.
All right, gamble's live.
Again.
The gamble is live. Vote for something, I guess.
Buy again riverboats.
I'm thinking about it.
Because I think the only way that we can damage the cat.
We're buying riverboats again potentially.
Into his territory.
This is amazing.
2 supporters in there, and then how do I defend my base?
That is also
especially
very
now
true.
that you have 2 crossbows and
I mean, I'm not gonna hit you. It would be cats. Like I would make a deal, obviously, not to hit you. It'd be cats. Who would...
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe in cats more than Wooden Alliance right now, even though I think this should be a Wooden Alliance game.
If cats try to hit,
I don't think the plays are being made to achieve a Wooden Alliance win.
Warfares that they
I still believe in
that's
otters.
not a guaranteed
I
win.
know I shouldn't, but I do.
But are you going to be able to catch up in the game otherwise? Is my
Yeah.
And I don't know, getting a second T is big for Ranger.
I'll make the same deal with the otters. If I get my guys back.
Ranger is not in a bad position, being almost allied with otters and only 1 point behind
otters. Would you?
the cats.
But in a Desperate Infamy world, they need the entanglement to be tight knit so that the game doesn't get away from them. And I feel like the entanglement is too weird here for them to outrace. Yeah.
But with them being hostile to cats and potentially going after farming cats for the Desperate Infamy points, we might be able to slow down cats enough.
Yeah, maybe.
I believe in nothing anymore.
I don't have anything you want.
I mean, maybe you got an item you're...
Beckett, I don't know if I believe you. You did put into bet.
On my items, though. Remember, I crafted the T and then I crafted the crossbow.
Yeah.
Leothers?
That's gonna do it. Just spread the love a little bit.
Total Warriors in their bag or Total Warriors in their funds?
Shuffle this.
Only a little bit, though.
It was the right thing to do. There's no ill will on my account.
I'm good to draw?
Yeah.
Okay, we are swap meeting the Vagabonds this turn.
I'm gonna keep that card.
That's a good card.
Did we feed the otters?
Yeah, we fed the otters.
We did feed the otters. Okay.
Spread sympathy.
Oh yeah, we did.
Okay. Just trying to wrap my brain around what's happening because I got sidetracked by the board sprawl.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 million cards here. So fox, bird.
Okay, spending 3 cards to go into martial law.
It's not
So
gonna
7.
be a boost. It's maybe gonna be 5 points total.
I'm trying to hype you up, man.
Thank you. So yeah, spread with 3 cards there for 1 point. That is painful.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta. If it's the way to get the 2 sympathy out, you know.
I'll discard these for you.
Yeah, you can discard them, sure. And then mouse. To spread into this clearing.
Yep.
That is 2 points.
Are we blowing up otters?
2-point sympathy, guys. On turn what? 5, 4?
6.
It was cats martial law, 90% of it.
We were on round 6, by the way.
So that is that. I have 3, 4 cards left.
Why is One Alliance gifting cardboard? Because it's delicious.
Actually, I will just spread this last sympathy.
We bought riverboats. Maybe we're gonna go protect it.
Sorry, flip them over.
Cool.
2 rabbit.
Are we going to
Spread there.
12?
For
Makes
another
sense.
2-pointer.
6.
6, okay.
Well, now cats have to deal with you at least.
Yeah, I'm making cats pick something.
We are exploding upwards this turn.
I mean, this is what we should have been doing 2 turns ago.
Right.
You know?
I mean,
Like, we had 3 officers on turn 1.
we could move organize
For
in
7
12
points.
and 1 for 7 more points.
Sure I
Right, and gets us to 17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
We haven't crafted, like, anything.
Craft using sympathy. I am gonna craft tunnels.
Finally. Yeah.
I gotta. That's a really good card.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play with it.
Right, Bogart. That's why I was so surprised we got to 3 officers and then didn't spread sympathy for several turns.
Mobilize. I'm going to add 2 cards to my supporters.
Tunnels is not a bad craft for Wooden Alliance.
Not a bad
For what
card,
it's
no.
worth. It's not as good as like any of the other options that does something similar. But
we don't have options to those. And Tunnels isn't bad.
Yeah.
Right, we didn't swap meat for propaganda bureau on turn 3.
Again, you know.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of resources that you had to use, so it's not like you.
What are you talking about, Luke? I'm fine. This is awesome. I'm here for it.
Kind of, because he has 4 cards in his supporter stack, and anything to move.
I mean, those are for a revolt.
Yeah, but Ranger, you've got 2T, and you're getting your second sword soon. So it's not just the martial law that is the consideration. It's the coastal clearing with the otter ball and also the ranger.
So
I mean, we have 4 supporters still. We could
with my officer.
Presumably, one of those can revolt. We could move warriors into 6 or into 11 to protect.
Organize him in...
Or we could send multiple into 1. Organize 1 and protect.
Pointer. I'm on the board, boys.
Is there a world where you move another guy here with him?
Oh, we're talking about it. We're talking about it.
We're very concerned about saving the. We're very concerned about saving that first base.
You move.
I mean, I'll
2
recruit
there.
1. Yeah.
No,
But
what
I'm
I meant
still
is,
only at 3. I don't know. There's some big armies and a lot of actions
I guess that's
floating
fair.
around.
And
You know, I
have
hate wasting the action, and I would like to defend it, but I got 2, and they got to choose between Vagabond, Otters, and Alliance now. So I feel more comfortable protecting my base.
Yeah.
I draw 2.
So we just foregoed an
BW.
action in evening.
Cryo wasn't taking any heat. The talk from turn 1 was that cats were the threat. Lily and I were like, oh my god, that's a crazy Wooden Alliance turn. But in-game, they have not been that way.
Let's go ahead and...
Cryo's been playing defensive
so that's gonna be
just
here.
of their own volition.
And
So we just gained 8 points.
here.
Cats are just going to build a lot and or eat cardboard. I mean, cats are going to win the race because Wooden Alliance sacrificed their tempo.
Here's that should be 1 and 4, 5. Yeah, 6 wood. Okay.
I think cats are gonna build a lot, yeah.
Maybe Vagabond and Otters like smash cats and it does something, but if we focus
clearing
on
7 is a non-threat because we don't have any. We already have a fox base out, so that leaves clearing 1 and 11 for cats to worry about.
right,
Now clearing 11 has a bunch of otters in it,
yeah,
and we don't have access to our wood there anyway.
yep.
So I feel like clearing 1 is the one we prioritize.
Though I'll point out we could buy mercs for 2.
Does it end up
We
being,
could buy mercs for 2.
like,
That's a
half
very
the
good
wood line?
point.
I guess
We got no warriors though.
We cannot
Can't
buy
do it.
mercs for 2.
We have everything out.
Most out of everyone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
I
just
mean,
like,
this is a
it's-
back-assward game in general, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
cats
it's-
would normally be your customers.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So yeah,
It's
okay.
hard
We
to
just-
say because of the faction mix. I'm not incentivized to buy, and
I totally get it.
I feel like otters actually was more of a risky pick in the draft.
So
Right, Linen Master. It would require like a miraculous table
just
unification that wipes multiple sawmills in a round.
I was just curious, like just
No, I was very excited when Otters got drafted to do more purchasing.
River Folk, I think, was actually more risky of a draft pick with lizards not locked into the draft. Or locked in as a pick.
Right, but that's where the table should.
Like, yeah.
The table shouldn't have given Wooden Alliance to the first seat,
Let-
you know, and that should have been disastrous for this game.
First.
And the fact that it wasn't is not typical.
I will say I appreciate how the Woodland Alliance cat and vagabond tokens are making the Irish flag.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 4 wood. One.
Can't send that one.
No, yeah, we don't.
You don't rule this clearing, so
Yeah.
you can't get the wood
Oh,
out
true,
of there.
true. Yes, totally. Okay. Let's see.
You just leave the 1 wood there, so that would.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Sawmill.
and yeah, let's just
Dang,
build
there's
another
the
sawmill.
5-pointer.
Oh,
Brutal.
wow.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, this is it. This is the do or die turn now. This turn right
Yeah,
now.
right.
Right, I mean, we needed to have been threatening revolt
Sawmill left.
in 111 and or 6.
Ranger would have
We need
a lot to hit Sawmill.
Otters to take out a sawmill, Ranger to take out a sawmill,
Because I'm
Wooden Alliance to take out a sawmill.
too.
If we're going to do anything to slow down
Double
cats.
boot.
With
I don't know.
my
If you're gonna put the
one
onus
sword.
on Otters and Woodland Alliance, I think you're gonna be disappointed with the outcome.
Well, the problem I'm having here is I have 1 hammer and I can get 1 crossbow, and then I have a
Yeah,
crossbow and a
true.
sword and maybe 2 swords, and that's not great.
Okay, so I think because building was my first action, I'm pretty sure. So I think
This was definitely some
second
like
action,
prophetic
I'd like to-
table talk.
It feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. I
Yeah.
was looking for the self-fulfilling prophecy language, but I forgot.
Clearing
But
11.
yeah, it definitely feels like we did some self-fulfilling prophecies. All right, so we cleared out 11. Interesting. I wonder if we'll be able to clear all 3.
It's bad. All his points too.
And
Because like
then for
so much of Root is about
action,
building up a momentum engine, you know, and like
battle the alliance here and clearing 1.
Cats have been successfully building that up, and no one else has.
Let me.
Wooden Alliance had a terrific foundation for it, but then they took steps to be defensive when nobody could realistically assault their base, and then they continued playing conservatively instead of aggressively getting sympathy out there before the map became difficult for them to navigate.
Okay.
Otters obviously have just been like
So I'm going to
playing lackey for the table without doing anything for their own
No.
Oh, thank God.
victory.
I'll go
Yeah.
ahead
And Ranger had a very unfortunate slow start with the ruin item order, but has leveraged their eventual position into ineffectually attacking cats.
I definitely think we had a premature keep attack.
The other problem.
On 1 or 2 turn timer at this point.
Yeah, the other problem we have is if we get rid of this sawmill, it just gives it on the board again for 5 points.
Yes. I'm trying to think.
Like to be built again, right? In that case.
Yeah, and that's like equally shit. So I think this honestly is the place to hit if I'm being realistic. But did he have any mouse cards?
No, he couldn't give me a mouse card.
But he drew cards at the end of the
So he could
turn.
have drawn a mouse card now.
Right. So like
We're drawing 2 cards per turn as
He
cats
did
as well.
max have 2 field hospitals.
Yeah.
It seems like a tough spot now. I don't think there's a.
Can you craft mouse partisans here? You can.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, but I need my.
Otters have a chance of cracking the keep.
Deal for like a second.
It's just unfortunate they have
Yeah, maybe
5 actions.
turn. I agree. This is critical.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just set up. So I'll do the bird song. So basically, no protectionism. So no dividends. I pull these guys in.
Yeah, I understand for 1 turn if you need to hammer the keep with them.
Insolent Noisemaker, exactly.
So I get.
Exactly.
That's definitely what it feels like.
Yeah.
It'll cost me.
Because Wooden Alliance should have easily been the threat in this game state. Easily.
It's been the one there.
Gamble is over, President. You missed it.
And speaking of which, what was the gamble?
Oh, yeah, I guess we can look at it. Well,
You could craft
That's-
partisans move and then
that's more spread than I expected. 7 people gambled 26K coins on the Vagabond.
Like the best
39%.
period.
1 person gambled 500 coins on the Riverfolk.
1%.
I don't think we win otherwise. Like
14 people gambled 25.7K on the Cats.
39%.
And 14 people gambled 14.4K coins on the Wooden Alliance.
22%.
That is a much more even spread than I anticipated, although things were a little cagey around that point.
Oh yeah.
Put it, yeah, on your crafted board.
Okay, so then.
I will say, I stand with the 1 person who voted for the Riverfolk.
I think that's what we call a hedge bet, purely for the greed.
Bring 10.
I am also greedy, yes.
Every battle.
Okay, let's be real here. It is a hedge bet
For the battle.
for the greed, and Riverfolk is all about capitalism, which is greed, so therefore it makes perfect sense.
We sacrificed 1 battle for a mouse partisans. I think that's a mistake. More battles are almost always better than more hits
So
in Root.
with mouse partisans, you'll be able to at least do something, or at least open it up for the ranger. Like
I have a question.
even if
After
you
the
don't
finish
have
thought.
the abilities right now, like slip fairy, move into keep. I think it's necessary if the otters don't punch
I'll
through.
do that. I will do that. Yeah.
Does the partisans
one
hit
per
count
person?
as
I guess
the
so.
battle,
I guess
like a
counts.
total battle?
Actually,
So
one question I have.
It counts as the same
Is mouse announced?
lump, the same cluster of hits as the rolled hits.
So
But separate from something like an
It'd be-
ambush,
Yes.
if they were a defense where you could ambush.
Hospitals is after removal, which I believe is like after the final
Yeah.
total of hits and everything.
Okay.
But we could
Gotcha. I think that makes
okay,
sense.
we could check on that if there's any question though. That's just my understanding.
No, that makes sense. I think that makes sense.
Right, and this is the same logic that makes Relentless a better mood than Wrathful, in the case of Lord of the Hundreds.
You're using your
ambush.
mouse power.
Getting 1 extra hit per battle is
This is
still...
the first actual dice roll battle we've had all game.
No.
Vagabond
We
got
had
hit
one earlier.
yeah.
The ranger attacked
We had
the
one.
keep.
We had one over here. Yeah.
Okay,
God, what a peaceful game, guys. I'm proud of y'all.
okay.
Too peaceful.
What
I want blood.
do to you.
Yeah.
At least in my case.
Ambush?
Ambush. Yeah.
Linen Master, no.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. They have the raft.
Yeah, they ferry over to 1 or 11, and then they boot over.
Okay.
0-3.
3-0.
And you're
Okay.
using your partisans, right?
Yeah, he's announced it.
Yep. I know.
So you gotta discard these 2 then.
3. Okay, I will go ahead and field hospital. I'll
mean,
get
that's
rid
one of them.
mouse ambush.
All right, good play on Kelton's part, not using the ambush.
Painful.
That's funny. That's funny.
Good play on Kelton's part there.
Many more field hospitals, I think.
He
So that's
could have
good.
one more. He
One
drew
more.
2 cards.
Drew 2 cards.
No, but he wouldn't have. He would have used the ambush then, and then just field hospital.
No reason to use that ambush. It
When
doesn't-
there's so many attacks, no.
Yeah.
So I'll do.
Go ahead.
If the ambush is not going to meaningfully stop the battle, don't use
How
it.
many
then I
times
guess-
do you want?
And then I guess ambush for the cats if they have.
No, go ahead and roll. Thank
Okay.
you.
Give me a 3-0, please.
1-1.
So 2-1.
Roll over. So 2 and 1.
2.
Well, so we're finishing this off somehow, hopefully.
Okay. Last
No
one?
field hospital.
We have 1 more battle? Yeah.
Now I'll use the mouse again, and then I guess ambush for the cats.
No ambush.
For the record, you don't decide partisans until after the roll. Big roll. Big roll.
I'll take the 4 hits.
Good thing no coffin makers. All right. So
Yeah,
I'll get
right.
rid of 3 cats and 1 wood token. You score a
point.
point, Otters.
I am on my way, guys.
Wow.
Wood token was the incorrect choice. We take out the sawmill, we can rebuild it.
Cost-wise.
Yep.
So does it make sense even like should we just set the mercenaries really low for to try to buy it next turn, or will Matt?
No, leave
Who's
it at 2.
gonna buy it? Vagabond.
Actually,
Cat?
you might buy it.
Vagabond could.
It probably won't matter in this case because I think the keep gets wiped anyway, but
Yeah, no one would buy it.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, that point. Okay, but in any case, I guess I'll set my hand card down to 2. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference.
potential ranger win?
That's it. Okay,
It's-
over to Arkham.
Yeah, kind of screwy because I had to damage both crossbows, so I can't even get through of all of it.
ETO before, because you still have to know how many hits to know what you're removing.
You know,
You know?
'Cause you'll go from what?
A ranger win in this economy.
That's very nice.
Wood Alliance could theoretically win if they start optimizing a little better and the game slows enough.
Yeah, let's refresh everything first.
It also depends upon
Well, the hard part is
I
the
would do
with
it.
an alliance sort of
I think from him.
two deficit because of they're with the otters.
two
Refresh everything.
2 warrior deficit.
Right.
Oh god. Next up is I can slip.
So yeah, we would
Oh,
have
right.
to slip, which
We
means
don't have
only
the
one
sword.
sword.
Right, because we didn't get the sword last turn.
Correct.
I forgot we didn't grab the sword.
We didn't grab the sword, so if we wanted the second sword, we would not make it.
But yeah,
We literally cannot.
we would need a third boot.
4th.
No, because there's no hostile pieces in 5.
Ah, you're right.
Hostile clearing has warriors.
There's no other way. I gotta do it. Because I was thinking if I
So they can only kill 2.
You can repair a crossbow and take out a third.
because I can't.
I think we're set pretty. Yeah.
So do we choose to get rid of the keep? Is now the question.
Sword,
And keep us
and
and keep
then-
this and keep the sawmill.
Then I can't take the.
Taking out the sawmill is more effective at stopping cats, but you could choose to take out the keep with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Well, I meant from the sword. Do we as cats choose to take out
I
the keep?
guess my
Oh,
kind of.
That would be a cat's decision.
the sword would be a cat's decision. Crossbow would be a vagabond decision.
I'm
Correct.
going to.
Don't forget your draw.
I draw first. Oh, I refreshed the deck. Yeah. I guess technically we should have refreshed that earlier.
Yeah, but BW, you were saying at the start of the game that these players are all experienced,
Well, all but one.
I'm gonna move here.
except for Arcanum. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So I only use 1 boot for this, right?
Correct.
I don't remember if it's hostile
Warriors.
PC period or
pretty
hostile
positive.
I believe
warriors.
it's warriors.
It is
Warriors.
Warriors.
We
I'll
can
double
check
check
block
right now.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure it's
Let me read this book instead of talking to the
I
person
know
who could
a
help
lot of
us.
things don't,
That's the only thing I will shame people on is not calling Guerric.
It's only one boot to get into 5 because there's no hostile. It's not a hostile clearing.
There's
Yeah.
any hostile faction.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything on my previous actions technically because I still would have needed a third boot, but that's it. I save a boot. Woo. Okay. I am going to
Shaman.
crossbow out.
For sure, ETO. For sure. That's why I want to make it clear. I really don't want to come across like I'm harshly judging.
Back to the board.
I'm harshly judging the players. I just.
1 point. I'm going to battle. Any
Okay.
ambush?
No ambush.
I do got to roll just in case it's 0-0. Cool. So it's a
It is
1.
not. So it's 2 more points for you, or 3 more, I guess.
Three more.
It was also 2 for the first time because we're hostile. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, but that was a crossbow.
Crossbow.
That wasn't.
Oh yeah, it wasn't in battle. Yeah, so that's 3 points.
All right, keep survived.
We chose to keep the keep.
Downtown.
I don't know if I would have.
Yeah.
Nah, cats I probably would have lost the keep here and kept the sawmill.
I would agree.
Aid.
Sawmill is our engine for winning. Keep is our defense for losing.
Just set up my
Yeah.
next where I want to be next.
I definitely feel like the sawmill is more worth it
There.
at this point in time, and I don't think that the
Hmm.
with Alliance would be able to get to 5 to kill it. But I've been wrong before.
I mean, we have warriors back. We could always buy mercs for 2 again. You know?
God.
Now that we have a bunch of warriors back.
Oh, cats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having 4 sawmills,
4 sawmills
at 22
and full connection.
points.
And
4 sawmills at 22
Yeah.
points.
cool.
We can that's 5 points right there for the 4th sawmill.
A car.
Because you've got 1 workshop and then 1 more sawmill.
I will not purchase this time because
Yeah.
literally
And then we could probably take out some
There's a
cardboard
will,
or
there's a
something.
way.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
meet with the cats again.
Mhm.
Sorry, I saw something juicy in there. I'm trying to fish out.
No, that's.
I think
I was just finishing some water.
Marquise Chief, same thing.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm quite sad we don't have Eerie on just to get the Eagles there.
Okay, you can have this card back.
Okay.
Revolt. I need to think about this.
like we definitely could have gotten to 28 as
I can revolt
cats
here
in the right
Get the cats
circumstances.
down to 2 sawmills.
Oh, we had an extra wood too, so we actually could have gotten to like 29
I, like,
with a
really
bird card or
spent
2.
otters.
We would have spent them on the field hospitals though.
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, I would
Mhm.
definitely spend. There's no.
Do we have any trade posts with us? Yes.
2 and 2 defense.
No bird cards to buy.
Worries me. I mean, if it's in the interest,
We could have gotten up to like 28 or 29
2 cross.
if we'd kept the sawmill.
That's an open.
I just feel like at this point in the game, a sawmill is going to pay off more than a
double boot
keep,
or
though.
a single boot. Even we're not hostile.
I was including a potential craft noisemaker.
You can't even defend. You'd have to.
Tunnels, so
I think we'd be I think we're just shy of
it's
winning.
not the move so much, but it's like I would just need a
So it looks like Woodland Alliance can revolt in 6.
vagabond for helping to try and check the cats.
Oh, you're hard to a gay by a Vagabond.
Well, first of all, let's see if that's like if it's even like.
It puts them down to 2 sawmills. If they rebuild, they get what? 2 points, and they only
What
have
is he
1
getting
wood on
next
the
turn?
board.
He's getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wood. He has 4 wood next turn. This is a blocked path, so it would be 1 wood trapped here.
And that's really great for a
March
workshop
or
right there, and
bring
a
some
9.
of these guys down, you know.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't even need to be
It's
connected.
possible to free up that wood. Is all I'm
It's
saying.
possible, but like I feel like in order to
We Equinox cats are not sacrificing the keep. They chose to keep the keep over keeping a sawmill.
wood, he cares about only 3 wood anyways for the sawmill, right? That's the sawmill 3 wood.
Mm.
He might.
Wouldn't it be 2 wood actually if you?
Very
Yeah, I was
possible.
gonna
Build
say
with
workshops.
that one
he spends
sawmill?
1 wood for 2 points right now. you
Yeah,
know?
and I think it's workshop city is what's going to happen.
I mean, I think this needs to happen as well to
They definitely don't care about the Otter Ball because the Otter Ball is not in a winning position.
I think, you don't care about the Otters that much because they're not going to win. So you just points race
Yeah, I
and then
don't
try to
think you care
farm
about the Vagabond
sympathy.
either.
You just farm sympathy to 30, you know?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I honestly don't. I think he just points race.
The worst I would do is like you're already thinking about coming and hitting me, so I can't do it.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, let me think. Let me think about my turn first. Let me think about my turn.
Sure.
Gotta renegotiate.
Yeah.
Wooden Alliance...
It's actually really juicy, so I'm going to be honest about that.
Wooden Alliance should be on like a 2-turn clock with 6 supporters right now.
With 6 supporters, they can easily sway. Assuming they could sway twice during daylight.
Doesn't really.
Can I see the underside of the Woodland Alliance board to see the victory points?
Right, just spam for points.
Please and thank you.
It's 2, 3, 4, 4, 5.
Like say,
Just 4.
I think that's very likely actually, because he has stuff here and.
I mean, the Woodland Alliance could easily get 13 points on their turn.
Right.
He has like
Easily.
these 2 areas right here, and then these.
That's what I'm saying. They're on a 2-turn clock.
I suppose.
Outside of weirdness.
And then he only has like 2 wood to build up here and 2 wood to build something down there.
He might do. He could buy.
Because there's actually one of each clearing that they have access to that is not martial law.
True.
Right. Chirosku, you don't care if otters kill your sawmills, because if you get up to like 27, 28, you can finish it on cardboard. You don't need the sawmill anymore.
I guess I won't revolt then.
No, that's a deal. That's a deal. I can't expect you to do the same.
All right.
Okay, so we're
gonna smack either of my bases then.
I don't even think I can get to this one. I'm not going to smack either bases. I won't smack
I mean,
either
you
of them.
could slip fairy and do that, but okay, if you won't hit either of my bases, I'll revolt that.
Go for it.
all right.
So
I mean, things are making a lot more sense as we get into the end game.
Okay, so actually, this is hurting our sympathy points because this actually takes out 4 points that we could have scored this turn.
1 point.
Yeah, but it gets us
Gets us a base,
I
which
have
is
no warriors in
great.
supply, so I don't gain enough.
and it hurts cats, which means you're more likely to have another turn. Again, I think you already had it, but
Again, quick, think about spreading.
That's a base without an officer or a recruit? I would not do that.
that's the thing, because I forgot that we have 2 warriors over on the otter board,
You're right.
but we made a deal that the table's not going to hit it.
Well, we made a deal with the vagabond. We didn't make a deal with the cats.
So it's like.
And that's 2 points.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, don't.
That's 2 points from 1 battle.
I will not
Yeah, you don't.
March,
You don't revolt.
attack, build.
You spread sympathy. You don't
I
revolt.
am going to craft using 2 bunny sympathy.
With
For 3 points.
Okay, so that's at least a bit of a makeup.
we can craft
Mobilize
coins.
train.
Why didn't we spread more sympathy?
We didn't spread sympathy.
Why didn't we spread more sympathy?
Maybe.
And military operations. I have 3.
That shaman, that is terrific. Why wouldn't we spread more sympathy?
For 1.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Trade post from the otters, and they have no ambush, so score 1 point. And that trade post is removed.
Yep.
And then 2 more actions, move back into my base, and then using tunnels, move over here.
Okay.
And that
I don't even know if you can give these back, actually, if I'm being.
You can't.
I made a deal not to hit these 2, and I think that's reason. I think that's a reasonable enough deal where it's like not giving these 2 back is fine.
You can't give them back. You
No.
just can't.
they said they'd give them back, but like if you got a default on that, I understand. Not going to be happy, but I understand.
You can't give them back.
Got my cards.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, I'm planning to. We'll see.
Don't give them back. Arcanum, be a greedy hoarder.
Arcanum, channel your inner Hector. You know what that means. No one else watching does, but you do.
Xander might know what that means. He's
Xander,
watching.
Xander might still be watching.
No, just like channel your inner capitalist, which is just the fundamental level of greed. Yes, Pat, you understand too.
Yeah, Pat understands. Hey, Joe gets it.
I don't know, but we gotta start playing
Evelyn gets it. There you go. See,
the core MCG crew.
Okay.
I don't know what we need to do, but clearly we need to somehow get
Your hand card.
Tom to have a more
It is at 2, yep. All of them are at 2, right?
greedy spirit embedded in.
he's too pure for this world.
Ooh, overworking?
We're all here. The gang's here.
By twice if you want.
Act like Pat playing against Lou.
So being down the 2 sawmills, I don't think cats...
Feeding the otters would be a concern. It's more of if he wants the cats for himself or not.
Are they still on a 2-turn clock?
Yeah.
I don't know.
3 wood.
Okay. We've got 3 wood. We can build a... We could potentially build a sawmill if we give otters, by otter mercenaries.
We could get up to 26 with an overwork.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, just from the hammer one.
What?
Workshop?
Yeah, workshops. Build 2 workshops.
Can I see the cat's board again?
Yeah.
Double buy. So here's...
We can do 2 workshops without overbuilding.
Don't we only have
Engravers and League of Adventurous Mice.
1, 2 sawmills and 1 piece of wood?
Right, that's 3.
We got 1.
Oh yeah, it is 3. Oh yeah, we can get to 4 without overworking. So we can.
We don't. Yeah, but we bought two. We bought 2 mouse cards.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Got the keep.
I have Beckett.
Thank you.
Hector would do that.
That's it.
Yeah, so we can get 5 points this turn pretty easily, which puts us on a 2-turn clock.
Yep. We bought Master Engravers, and we bought
Yeah, that needed to be removed.
Yeah.
something else. We bought the entire Riverfolk hand.
Let me just go from Birdsong into Daylight.
How do we have 3 in payments?
Craft gently used knapsack with my 1.
Now that I don't know.
Also
Maybe
1
they're
point.
stat. Nope.
Then I'll take a bag.
Yes,
Oh, they're stacked. Okay.
Okay, the maybe they're stacked was a legitimate
You
question.
have to wipe this now. Like,
Just think
It's
about
still
Daylight
dangerous, yeah.
actions.
because he has 2, 3, 4.
I'm just trying to figure out what the thoughts are. Pogo deal.
Board cards, yes. That's what it comes down to.
And we are with the trade post.
Yeah.
That was the other thing I wanted to check.
We're with the trade post and we're with 2 sympathy, so we can build 2 workshops and kill a cardboard for 5 points. If we have another, if we have a bird card for another action, that makes it 6 points. If we have any crafting, we can get that up another point.
That's win. We only need 7 points. Wait, how did we get to 23? When did we get a point?
Ahead, and first action will be a march.
Did we craft? We must have crafted a bag.
Okay.
I'll move 5
Okay, so we got.
from here, and then I'll move them to here.
Okay. Rejoining the...
Mhm.
Tea is not available. I was trying to figure out what we craft with that.
I just wish we'd kept the sawmill. We'd be in such a better position right now.
We would. We'd be in a really good position.
And
I guess we probably bought mouse cards to use field hospitals, but we don't need field hospitals if we just like win on chasing sympathy, you know?
We marched.
Build. I would also accept an overwork build. No, do we need a...
We don't even need to overwork.
No, not for the work... Oh yeah, because our sawmills are cheap too.
We don't need to overwork.
second action will be
We could even build a sawmill and build a workshop.
I like sawmill workshop too.
2 wood.
Sawmill workshop is good for me.
That's a sawmill.
I'll place a sawmill down here.
Okay, that's how many points?
2 points.
Yeah, this is a 1-turn timer.
Yeah, I definitely think cats have it on their next turn, but
For sure.
And
So it wouldn't
yeah, if they had kept the sawmill this turn, we could have guaranteed win this turn, honestly. Coupon just is theft.
with my third action, spend 1 wood, and I will build a workshop here
Damn.
For 2 points.
for 2 points.
Wow. Oh my god.
We only grab 2 points, 2 points.
We need to board wipe cats is literally the only way. Every single sawmill needs to go.
Don't we only build for 5, Katari?
Into
What's up?
evening.
I don't see the build for 6 unless I'm being blind.
I think I'm just going to draw 2
We
cards.
would have kept a sawmill, so we would have had 1 more out, so there'd been 7.
Oh yeah, we'd be 1 more out. Yeah.
It'd actually be 7 for sawmills.
Discard tunnels.
I guess we do 3 and
Discard
no.
influence.
We do the 3-4, so for 6.
Yeah.
And that'll be my
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, every sawmill needs to go. This is
Yeah,
otherwise
that's
this is okay.
really the only way.
I mean, at this point, we can
And
just
even then, it's still
farm points,
but like
farm cardboard,
Yeah, we're at 27.
Sawmill goes,
which
they'd have
is
to build
farm
overwork
cardboard
build
level.
to get like 1 point out.
But Wooden Alliance should be able to win at 19, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they should also be at a 1-turn clock.
Might be enough.
I
Agreed.
don't even think it's
Still,
Yeah.
all
It might-
right.
Seems really okay. I'll set up my thing. So I'll grab.
And we bought 2.
I mean, I might be able to contribute some battles, but to do that, I need my boys back.
Okay.
Wait, did we just put back a trade post that was removed?
Yes, we did.
Those go away permanently. Those go away permanently.
This is gonna have to be if to burn through all of his stuff. His 2 he bought those for the field hospitals.
Well, there's 3 clearing, so there's 3 of us, you know. It might be best to leave the 1 in the keep, because we're not going to be able to burn through field hospitals if we all have battles and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, right?
Well, think about it like this. I think the game is just over.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I think we have a duty to try, though, you know.
I mean, it's over, but it...
be able to do it.
But if you leave the field hospital one open, then
Yes, Chris Biggles. If you ain't first, you're last.
one was there. You overwork.
And technically, we're doing this a little different this year. It's not technically a double elimination.
Yeah,
It kind of acts like one, but we're still doing the winners bracket versus the losers bracket.
Yeah, but if you lose twice, you're eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, it effectively is a double elimination, but it's still a little different than the pure double elimination we did last year.
It's not a round robin double elimination like last
That's
year.
the words I'm looking
So
for.
I do have swap meet. I can take a.
This is why you never listen to
Yeah.
me. I'm not a very
If
smart
I
person.
get my warriors back, I can train in March and get 3 3-man battles in here at least. I would lose boys away, but like that's what I can contribute.
Ed Tavruski, good evening.
Even if you did that,
guys-
This has been a very strange game.
Yeah, I guess I need to move my guy.
I'm here for it.
One of these spots, right, to try to hit.
yeah, the problem
Yeah,
with
but
you
you're
getting
locked here.
Yeah, it's more typical Katari.
the cryo
The round robin was atypical.
is open, and then like it doesn't matter because then he just battles for the extra points.
Mm.
I don't know what word you mean, Chris.
I mean, 3 points is still
Biggles?
3 points at the end of the day, and he may or may not have bird cards to get the battles. You know, he can't build, overwork, build, and battle.
Just forcibly shoved to victory.
Yeah, he would build.
It's rudimentary. Round.
He easily could have a.
Got it. I don't know French,
Yeah,
despite my name.
Easily build, overwork. I mean, overwork, build, and that's 3 points.
I mean, I'll mill his hand to try and get.
Round 3 is still double elimination. The way it works is that the winner's bracket feeds into the loser's bracket of the subsequent rounds.
Taking
Well,
out
we have
all
to try.
3 might be
We have to-
impossible.
Round 3 might not
I think
be.
it's possible.
We'll see.
To take out 2 sawmills.
Yeah, it depends on
We'll see how this works.
we haven't done the breakdown of the with the number of players we got. We did a bunch of hypotheticals.
I have to just stay and battle this.
I don't remember how many rounds we should theoretically get
And then
with the 100 something players.
We'll get there.
Until you gain rule and you can maybe move out,
yeah, I don't think it's going for
or
five.
you
An
can
ambush
recruit
is
in here.
critical to
You do have a
play.
lot of money.
Yeah, I
like-
can just recruit a bunch of guys in here and just fight.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. That's the other race.
Like 114 or something.
Ishness.
That's so weird. I never thought that.
We'll do more math after round 1 and let you know what's happening.
Never thought Will and Alliance would talk about policing the cats with their warriors.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, Pat, you say that, but it's gotten a little funky with people like
Which I haven't.
missing games and yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll do some of the battling first. I guess we'll start.
Hey, Brixie.
Katara, you mixed up first floor and basement.
We do that.
Well, let's be careful
Sure.
before we just start swinging, you know, because it might be better to thin out this clearing first, because you have Mouse Partisans still.
Yeah.
Like, recruit a couple there, thin it out, and then maybe go back if you have more funds at the end. But if you battle here, he can just
Well-
keep field hospitaling, and your guys stay locked there forever.
Yeah, I mean, you can't crack 5. Cats just bought 2 mouse cards.
You cannot crack
I think It
5.
might be better to like try and get a
And if you battle 11, then 11 just goes to 5 potentially.
and maybe look for more battles, or move them over if you can wipe this clearing.
I think he,
Dads are not afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's spend. I'll spend 3,
Ah,
and I'll recruit
Okay.
3.
Hunk Starman, good to know.
So let's pop them into there.
This is your.
That's actually true of my job too. The first floor is effectively the basement. We're on the 3rd floor, even though it's the 2nd floor in my brain.
Okay, so that's 1. Let's see.
Because our company is
1
Europe-based.
there. I can do a battle. That's 3. Okay, so let's do that first. So I'll commit 1 and let's
Wait,
do the fight.
before we do this, before we do the battle, isn't it better to recruit here technically because you can move to this easier with an alliance?
What do you mean?
Oh, I can try to get through this, but
Either or, I mean, whichever one he wants to go at. Yeah, this is an easier way for me to move and hit at.
so you should go here, recruit here. You might as well just use your recruiting for
Yeah,
less
I agree with that. Yeah, that makes
That's legitimate.
same numbers.
Yeah,
It's the same numbers, but it's easier for
So,
otters to get there. Versus...
Nico, what if I told you that was the 2nd time we gave Wooden Alliance their warriors back?
Commit 1 and we'll do the battle.
We're also not scared of Wooden Alliance
ambush for the
at all.
Even though they're in range, they're set up to win.
Sorry, which clearing are you back?
They go before cats.
Vagabond is at 18, not 27 Brixie.
Okay, so I'll use the mouse partisan. Here you go. Ooh, that was a bit.
That's a good roll.
Yeah. 3.
But I mean, cats just
Get rid of the.
you can't get rid of clearing 5. Cats have at least 2 mouse cards in hand.
Give me 1 second here.
Well, assuming we're going to see a field hospitals of those 3. With 3 in one go, field hospital, that's the best field hospitals we can get.
So Arkham as Vagabond, you're going to try to get this one.
yeah, there's other problems we have to deal with too. Is that there's so many things here.
7.
So many free points to collect from the Woodland Alliance and trade posts. So we need
Literally battle in 9, 3, and 7, and game
Before I
over.
decide if I'm field hospitaling, can I ask Alliance, how many supporters do you have?
5 in my stack right now.
5 in your stack. Okay.
Correct.
Too many is the answer.
Just look at your player board.
Oh, were we calculating? We're counting points. I think we're counting points.
Yeah, cats are recognizing that Wooden
I
Alliance.
don't have the supporters to win the game, you know.
That's not physically possible.
here.
Unless people start running onto me and giving me sympathy, then I might.
I guess that is physically possible.
Yeah,
Uh,
here.
But move organize.
I think
We could spread once, move, organize, move, organize. There's no way you cannot spread at least
battle
once,
here.
but you might not be able to spread twice.
It makes sense to get.
In which case, that's 9 points.
In that case.
Let me think.
And that gets us to
Depends on what you
27.
want to do next? Do you want to try and keep hitting this, or do you want to try and keep hitting this?
And he's got 2 more warriors, so he could train too.
Vagabond
So
and-
yeah, and then move, organize.
Well, we will do the work. There's more.
Yeah.
There's more than enough work for everyone to do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the
Can he
problem.
craft coins? Yes, he can craft coins.
Is it to hit this one, or is it to?
You just want to remove this sawmill, no? In that case?
Yeah, he'll.
The sympathy is +2, +3, +4.
Save an action is you can.
We just need 1 more sympathy and we win.
You can't recruit there. You'd have to march into there. Like you can make that your last.
We need 11 points.
Yep.
So you save 1 on
12.
based on everything. But if you get through this, for
We're at
example,
18.
then you'd have
We
to
need
like,
12.
march,
So
and then
So
4
either-
sympathy is 13.
to move.
So either 4 sympathy
So it's like
or
Over here, maybe soften this. Number 11.
I think it's.
craft coins,
I think it's
spread
craft.
sympathy.
I think it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
3 times.
You gotta get through this
Yeah.
because
4 sympathy or 3 sympathy and coins.
game's over.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do. So I'll commit another one. Okay, and let's do a battle on clearing 5. So ambush for the
You're
cat.
not gonna hit the sawmill and then move them all in.
Last, you can do that last, right?
Oh yeah, that's fair, I guess. Yeah, that
I'm surprised we didn't see a we didn't see a
Cats for clearing 5,
I'm surprised we didn't see a field hospitals from 1.
and I'll use the mouse.
The only reason I can think of not to is if we're trying to overwork.
Actually, that's good. This is better.
Oh, no. So it's 2.
I still think
Inconvenient amount.
yeah.
Yeah, and we could craft alternatives to coins. We could do a few crafts, you know, of cheaper things. A sword and a boot, a hammer and a bag. Yeah, they're all... Crafting is the better way to phrase it.
yeah.
So, two inside.
And I mean, if we hadn't revolted last turn, and if we just spread sympathy, like, we'd be basically guaranteed to win, right?
No. Absolutely. Honestly, I think we could pretty easily pull it off here too. depending on what cards we have in our hand and in our supporters.
We're not field hospital.
We're debating right now. That's why nothing is happening. We're thinking if we want to field hospitals, the 3 that were just removed. I don't know. Anytime I see 3 removed, I think I field hospitals.
Before we do other stuff, we need to like think about like.
Okay, so I have 3 more
fun.
actions.
Okay.
So
One should go here realistically.
One there. I have 2 more.
Dan's, that's not even true because Wooden Alliance had no warriors in their supply when they revolted.
Place this wood.
So they did not gain another.
They didn't get one on the map. They didn't get one in officers.
Place the wood down, right?
They just
He
removed
just places it as
The
sawmill.
cat sawmill.
a
and
sawmill.
one warrior.
So you
a
can
sawmill and a warrior,
rule the clearing to
and moved their stuff over there.
Is that how
To
that
place a
works? In theory,
building,
you
yes.
rule. Yes. So that's
so
one thing to
technically-
consider.
Well, this one's technically safe in a sense. Because he can't be
Well,
built.
he can
I
march
understand.
though. He has 3
Correct.
guys over here. He marches
Mercenaries.
it all of a sudden.
Right, mercenaries every time.
Mercenaries.
Every time.
So I guess a battle does have to be done here because you can just march.
Sorry, I like
This
Doing
battle
my fake
here is
cough.
more inconvenient to get to of the spot. If we clear this clearing out, he would need to. No, you need to. Do you move? Yeah, you need to remove it for this.
I feel like a freebie.
At points too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll spend 2, and then maybe I'll use my last one to consolidate stuff. Like I'll move some guys around for positioning.
We'll say.
Because I can then remove maybe.
No,
this.
you should
I
hit.
do love Arcanum's voice.
You should hit this as your last one.
It's a great voice.
There's a reason he podcasts.
For Wendland? Okay.
I mean,
He's got a good voice for
I
it.
want him to give me a sympathy.
Oh well, it's like where else can he hit that like? Oh, I guess what you would do is you would hit.
Johnny, they
Move here.
didn't specifically call it out, but they expressed a vague concern for the amount of cardboard on the map.
Just to protect the trade post from points. That's what you'd do. Yeah.
Okay, so I will commit another guy, and we'll do the battle here on clearing
Wait,
font.
did we not field hospital?
Good roll. This would be a good roll.
We did not field hospital.
Why didn't we field hospital?
Okay, how you?
I don't know. Maybe we have thoughts.
roll?
Yay.
All right.
I do gotta say, Arcanum's been rolling like a god this game.
No warrior lost. No warrior lost.
I mean, had we gone harder into this, we would have been great.
I forgot. Yeah.
Give yourself 3 points. Ooh.
I never thought
So the plan must be to overwork.
Yeah.
I guess we're hoping to hold on to 11.
Clearing 1.
Yep.
Ambush for the cats, I guess.
What do we build?
Okay, so I'll
Please
roll.
roll. Thank you.
Yeah,
But-
why did we feed the otters for cards we chose to never use?
yeah.
We fed the otters to kill us.
Okay, the last one.
I guess we can do 2. We just need 1
3 guys here.
1 for a workshop.
Oh, I'll come in. Okay.
We only have 1 building slot here.
That's all we need. 1 workshop, and then we just kill 1 token, and that's it.
Yeah, so I guess the plan
Service.
We don't even need to overwork.
the plan is a workshop and a cardboard, but why make it
More difficult on yourself?
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's keep.
What faction are we?
We are not playing. We're watching 4 other people play.
Human.
Yeah, we're human.
Buy them, so don't.
Unfortunately.
Anything for. Just
I would
It's-
like to be a lizard.
It's
Or a
otters.
cat.
It's otters right now.
Yes.
They're finishing their
Have
turn.
anything to sell, right? And the only way people are buying is if they're
That's for
trying to
the-
be in.
Yeah.
That's a better translation.
It's like-
Maybe I was just.
Would Riverfolk? I mean, would you guys need Woodland need riverboats? That's the only question.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
I don't foresee myself needing riverboats. No.
To
I
win?
might
Nah.
do it here if the vagabond doesn't clean up.
Yeah, just set it all to 4.
Yeah,
There's seven
exactly.
over here,
I'm hoping cats have it.
Okay, so I'll keep them all neutral. Yep. 4. Okay, I think that's it for me.
Cool.
Over to Arkham.
Oh, because cats can wipe this with mercenaries technically.
Right, Katari, right.
This is
The
a
best
pain.
bet to kill that trade post to take it away, and I can
Yeah.
also move to defend sympathy.
Can you
Also,
avoid this?
why
Is the big person.
save the keep over a sawmill in an earlier round if we were then not going to field hospital?
We might not have realized we could
If
remove
I
the
s-
keep first. So that one I don't begrudge. Begrudge. That one I
Give me 1 second.
could potentially understand.
Yeah.
That could just be a
Oh, you're good.
we might not have thought that possible. Because the keep feels like such a special token, even though it's not really one.
I mean, we have a 2-point craft Bogart. We have a 2-point craft
Yeah, it's been neat to see how this.
entirely in or build entirely in clearing 11.
Yep.
Entirely in clearing 11.
Because initially I was gonna pick the cats because I'm a little more familiar with them. I guess, but I said, oh, maybe
The sawmill and the workshop together means that you have 1 wood to build the 2-point
like kind of
workshop.
understanding to kind of leverage the.
So like that already gets you to 29, and then getting a last point is super easy. Craft something.
Yeah, it's understanding.
Kill a cardboard. Buy mercs to kill a cardboard.
When are the times where you want to encourage them to buy, and when are the times where
Yeah.
you sort of try to get ahead of them?
Yep.
So, and since the cats kind of score on a very like even pace,
A confession.
it's they're a pretty good customer because they're usually going to want to buy bird cards, especially if there are other factions. Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering maybe we kind of over.
Let's do the recording afterwards and then just do like the overlay like a reality TV
Maybe,
show.
like, would you have bought that? I guess in hindsight.
I mean, it's a really cool format. The shut up and sit down Twilight Imperium play was like that. I think there's a Twilight Imperium channel that does it like that as well. Maybe TI Junkies or something like that.
Leave my awful reality TV shows alone. I know they're awful, but I love them anyway.
You also continually want them to be real, despite knowing that they are all scripted and fake.
I know, but one day they might be real.
Because I was valuing the suits more than the cards themselves. Obviously, Mouse Partisans, which I could have crafted, was really strong, especially with my homeland setup.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was just weird because you get all the mouse here. That's why.
Yeah, I think splitting the difference at 3 was pretty good. It was at a point where to do it.
That's before I trailed off. I thought Tabletop did those as well, and there's a new show or a relatively recent show that imitates the Tabletop format. I can't remember the name of it right now. They post on Reddit decently often, advertising about themselves.
What would I guess worked out better? Maybe
you opened yourself up to thinking this tournament is scripted, to getting that suggested onto you.
Faction.
You did this.
Yeah, it's very atypical.
Of course, it's scripted. How else would the mod work?
Like for me, originally my thoughts were I was going to try to sell to both the cats and the woodland to kind of have you guys, feed. But I didn't realize too. Then the woodlands don't have as many pieces. Like you're more piece limited, right? In terms of like your
very piece limited for sure.
And then we'll Vagabond and Vagabond's not gonna buy it too. So then it's like
Pat Badgers came back with a vengeance this weekend. What are you talking about? You saw them at least 4 times.
Most of their items each turn.
Exactly.
But there were
Monte Cristo. That's only if I'm writing the script.
The Ranger,
yeah, Pat, where the heck have you been?
What? How to sort of make use of the last couple items, especially with the quest setup being what it was. So that potentially could have been a place for them to negotiate.
Yeah, they were in the previous 3 games.
Or
they showed up in the draft in the previous 3 games. More accurate of a statement.
I think I should have paid more attention to that and maybe seen if there were opportunities to buy.
Okay, I think everyone's played very well. So.
Let's see.
I've been doing the.
Have Badgers won yet?
To take out this.
No.
Okay. The first question I need to ask is, can I get 12 points miraculously on my turn? I don't think that's.
The answer is.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Yes.
I gotta ask that question.
Okay, so we're still at Vagabond's turn.
Yeah, they've been talking about their play in the game as a whole.
Gotcha.
They've been doing a postmortem.
Don't make it sound so bad.
That's what they've been doing.
I just feel like a postmortem sounds so gruesome. And yet somehow not gruesome enough. Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't being focused again. I don't see a 12-point turn for the Vagabond here.
No.
I could be Vagabonds have surprised me multiple times. Last tournament, I wasn't expecting a huge burst, and they managed to pull it off. But I don't
see one in this universe right now.
Right, we have no questing completed.
Nope.
We don't have a ton of cards to go allied with the otters and burst to the finish that way.
Nope.
We don't have 2 swords, so we're not a super infamy farming Vagabond right now.
Nope.
I don't think any of the individual scoring avenues for the Vagabond are lucrative enough, and collectively they still don't add up from what I'm seeing.
And I don't know if Vagabond really takes the time to like go and farm cats in like a clearing 11 because they can't do the final damage. So it really would be just to help aid the Woodland Alliance into getting those points if they were able to crack through 11.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. In a little bit of a more balanced game state, like Vagabond and Otter should have been working together. Like Otter stopped Cats and Vagabond stops Wooden Alliance, but it's too late to stop Cats. You can stop Wooden Alliance, but then you're just pure king making, which is fine if you want to do that. Just it's not winning you the game.
I think I would have also liked to see, I know we didn't, in the beginning of the game, we didn't use all of our items, and there was quite a couple times where we didn't use them several turns in a row. I would have loved to see some purchasing from the Otters just to feed them a little bit more, and then maybe even aid them back the cards that we purchased.
Well, the thing is, we were typically exhausting enough that we weren't wasting refreshes.
We were not wasting refreshes, no. But,
but
those items were just like sitting there doing nothing for a while.
They're sitting
until
there.
We got the second tee.
They're sitting there being unexhausted for the next turn, so we have flexibility of what we can do on that turn.
That's true, but then we didn't use them the next turn either.
But we still once we got tees, we were exhausting enough. Is what I'm saying.
Fair. Okay.
We were never wasting refreshes. We were always using the maximum potential of our items.
No, I would agree with that. I was just saying that it might be good to maybe potentially get some more.
I don't think I can. Okay.
Some more Vagabond supporting Otters.
I considered it, and I don't even get that close, so it doesn't even matter. Next thing is.
Why is that Vagabond so small?
I need to break this.
It's a tiny Vagabond.
Slip for sure. Let me think. Slip. Battle. Crossbow, battle. Ugh.
And that just leaves the Woodland Alliance to get all of the points.
But I don't have enough then. Like, I don't even think I get through this.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, you have 2 crossbows and 1 sword. You can only deal 3 hits total.
I mean, I need some help, and then I can go Warland Alliance. I know you don't want to leave me 2 free cardboards, so like...
Well, I don't care about the cardboard. It's like, if I just do that, then I'm like...
You get 2 points.
You're not getting anything yourself out of it.
You get 2 points.
I understand,
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah. Also, like, I would leave that, but I don't think that's necessarily even the best use of my time just to do that, because we still have other stuff we need to deal with, like this thing here, this cat.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you would be more effective removing cardboard from cat clearings.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I should break.
The thing is, you also have to remove it from.
Yeah, that's a good.
Is that enough for you? Do you think?
You would have to remove this sympathy, this sympathy, this sympathy.
Recruiter, or just kill my sympathy. Because killing my sympathy will slow him down.
I would move here. The other option I have is go here, move.
I mean, with 1 bird card, cats win, without even building.
I mean,
strike.
Cats just win.
Yeah.
Strike, but I can't move there.
But also, Wooden Alliance maybe wins first, is the thing.
This one needs to be defended for sure.
We are not considering that at all, though.
No.
I have tunnels, I can...
That is not on the table for consideration.
Yeah, you have 2...
That is money passing under the table, not over the table.
Yep.
Oh, this is a kind of a pain. Let's see.
So...
Sure. It's a weird metaphor for it.
We don't see the money transferring hands, is all I'm saying.
If we need to take out the sawmill for sure, so they can build
overwork.
They can't build overwork build or double overwork to get a cheeky building off or something,
Ah, the cheeky building.
They could build sawmill, overwork, build recruiter, and then battle something. Or they have to battle 3 cardboard.
Which is extremely easy.
Yeah. So it's a matter of if they have a bird card.
Right, they currently have access to 4 pieces of cardboard without moving.
Get 3 cardboard with 3 to 4 battles.
Where's the 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 3 pieces of card without moving. 4th with a move.
1,
And the 9's kind of defended,
3,
though.
4.
I'm not talking about 9.
Yeah, so that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down
So
to
I
some
mean-
roll.
8 is
To
mercenaries.
march and then
Oh, but they still have to move for that.
Yeah.
No, mercenaries.
which eats an action.
Mercenaries.
Eat this.
Get
rid of.
Do we have 4
Any shot.
cats?
Yes, we just lost 6 from clearings 1 and 5 over the course of
I get rid of
the Otter's turn.
2.
We lost 8,
Yeah,
actually.
clearing
8, there you go.
You strike my sympathy.
We absolutely have funds to buy mercenaries.
I think that's the best option.
You're smart.
Okay. So
As a clarification, because I'm a very foolish human that doesn't know Riverfolk,
here.
we can't buy mercenaries in 9 to attack that trade post,
to-
correct?
The moment you declare the battle against the Riverfolk as a player, you stop being able to utilize mercenaries for that battle.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Which is slightly weird and timey-wimey if you were, like, trying to declare a battle with only Riverfolk pieces against Riverfolk pieces, but it's, yeah. The rule is you cannot battle the Riverfolk with their own mercs.
Not move. Sorry, I need to strike here. So or do I battle here and then strike your sympathy?
We've got at least 5 supporters, right?
I mean, battle, you get the opportunity of getting
5.
back, you know.
But you also get
A
the
lot more
point.
hits.
Yeah,
if you
but I have to
battle.
go.
It's very possible, Sandbox. It's very possible.
True.
But I could battle.
They just need a
They either need to be able to spread 2 sympathy during daylight,
Or
they
they
need
need
2
3
more
points of
officers,
I guess
or they need 3 points of crafting.
or they need 3 points of crafting. It's very possible.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Strike and not take the
Yeah.
hit. Strike here. So I'm gonna remove 1 guy.
That gets rid of martial law from that clearing.
Good job. I don't think we were too worried about them moving to
I don't think
organize.
I'm worried about this.
I'm just saying that's just 1 more clearing that you can spread to.
And strike again.
Katara, you just can't do it at all.
Going to move here.
It is still the Vagabond's turn.
And that's 2
Uh,
boots because there is a hostile warrior there.
Oh yeah, 2 boots. I'm then going to aid first. Haha. 7.
Did we just
aid with the T?
aid the Vagabond T?
Technically.
Oh wait, no.
Rating with T.
Rating with T.
But
We're
we're adding
rating
the-
a Fox card, which is the card which is not a, is that a base?
T.
That's a base we have.
And
So it's another
then
officer.
I'm going to.
Who are we aiding?
Battle.
Who are you aiding with what?
Oh, I'm aiding you. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. No, you're good.
before
I
I-
just wanted to make sure it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's either an officer or a craftable, you know?
I think that's a game. That's a win.
Somehow get in range.
I mean,
I added the second one because I'm going to battle and remove it.
So you're battling the sympathy? Okay.
Yep.
And I need a fox or bird supporter.
I'll give you a.
it's another supporter that makes it easier to spread sympathy. But that also changes the math a little bit.
Box. Give me a second.
It does change the math a little bit. But
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need 12.
12.
So
Trade
we
post.
Yeah, this is bad.
we need to spread 4 sympathy, but it's easier to supplement with crafting or
I give you this one.
a cardboard somewhere.
Let's find out.
Oh, actually, can I get that back? It's information, but it's not gonna change anything.
That's
If
fine.
the table's okay with it, sure.
Nope, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Giving
I
away
can-
information's
yeah, I'm
okay.
fine with that,
It's
yeah.
not gaining.
Thanks.
The active player needs to be
Actually.
gaining information, not anybody gaining information, right?
Yeah.
I think you see why.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'll get a turn, but technically.
And we have swap meet
that'll do
too,
that, and
as
then we're-
so
To,
we
to
could,
chase a craftable, yeah.
we could fish things for things.
Oh, I do. Thank you.
Otters have an empty hand, right? Yeah.
Otters have an empty hand.
But we could go after Vagabond or
Vagabond.
Cats. We've been going after Cats all game, trying to grab some specific card that hasn't manifested.
Yeah. So we aided. It looks like we aided the Woodland Alliance to get the coins.
First, I'm gonna swap meet the Vagabond.
Wait, actually, no, wait, time out. I did something wrong there. I need to. This is what should happen. I want to give that to your supporters after I kill it, and I want to give you this to aid.
Can
Because I need to give both. To aid, I need to give.
we roll that back?
Because I didn't even aid you, technically. I didn't even give you a card to aid. So all that's changing is.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
did.
giving this-
Yeah, you threw a card out.
A bird card from aid from your hand.
Oh, then that's my mistake. I made a mistake.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you just didn't move my tracker up on the board, but you
Yep.
scored yourself the point, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then we're set.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Okay.
swap meet the Vagabond.
Oh, we're on Cryo's turn.
Yep.
We're on Cryo's turn.
Round 8.
And group. Go for it.
Okay. What
Oh.
the heck? That deal to your hand.
Okay, that was weird.
Oh. Well, we know what we're looking for.
I clicked on it and it dealt to your hand. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't know
know how we want to handle it though.
Just
Well, I
stacking.
mean, the Vagabond player is going to know which card was taken, so if you still want to take the dealt card, you
Yeah. Well, it's like
I
that
say
was
it's
the
your
card
call.
that gone drawn off. I mean, obviously, I want the craftable for points, you know, but
It's up to you. Whatever you think, I'll go with your because it went to my hand.
What would you call for that?
I would just randomize it.
Sorry.
It's
Go for it.
it's meant to be random. Just make it random, you know.
Well, the thing is, it was random, but it dealt to the wrong hand.
I will spread.
I just read random is random, you know.
Just redo it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Let me think about this for a
Well,
minute.
that's the win right there.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Easy win.
Easy.
I don't think there's any. Is there some awful stack of supporters that could not win?
No,
To Fox with 2 cards.
absolutely not. With 4 cards left, we can 100%. Yes.
2 points.
Do you win?
So
Points is not.
I think he
unreasonable for the
wins
alliance.
because he got the Tam Hammer.
yeah.
Did we give anything back, by the way, or did we just steal
No,
meat?
we just steel meated.
No revolt. Let me do the math, cause
Good old steal meat.
that's 7 and 2 is 9, and I craft hammer. So yeah, I think I got this.
Make that. Oh, I feel awful.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, cats. I did not mean to do that.
It's okay. I'm used to, and especially in a mix like this, I'm used to sort of being the heat on the table, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's why Kelton hasn't been talking up. They're used to being the heat, so they just were accepting that role.
Craft the anvil for 2.
But with new players, you can always pretend you're not the heat.
Then
Why do we only spread once?
2 Fox cards to train 2 officers.
I
What?
don't know.
Why would we not spread another sympathy? We have 4. You can spread somewhere.
You can 100% spread somewhere. There's nowhere you cannot spread.
Move.
Have we ever spread more than 1 sympathy per turn?
No.
Move.
Yes. The
Yes?
First turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
2, 5, 9.
All right,
Nice. Good game. Wow.
that's game.
That's
good.
game.
Well
Oh, I
played.
got tilted at myself.
Good game, well played.
Good game, well played.
Great game, everyone. Great
Sorry,
game.
Oh, I can make that. Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
Great game. Congratulations, Cryo, for the Wooden Alliance victory. Thank you, everyone, so much for playing. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you play in the next round.
Yep.
And everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. Our next game is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, as I recall. That sounds right. So we will catch all of you then, I think. Have a great one.
All right, thank you.